Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. It looks like the protests have started very, very well. I've been asked this so many times in the last few days. I'm getting bored of actually answering it. I cannot be there because I have just had ankle surgery. I'm not allowed to be on my feet. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but big up, welcome to each and every one of you. We're going to have a few of the boys calling in from the protest so we can see what's going on. So that'll be interesting to see. But listen, let me start off by saying it is match day. Tottenham Hotspur at home to Man United. I can't see anything but a convincing win today. I think that whilst we're in a bit of a mess, I think they're in a mess as well. They've got loads of injuries. We've got a few coming back. Home advantage to us. I can't see how we don't win this game. Now, that's me. I don't know. I'll come to you lot in the next hour or so, and we will discuss that. And we'll see the teams in the next 15 minutes. But in a minute, I just got a phone call from Lubo live at the protest. He's going to call back when we're going. It'd be interesting to see what's going on there, but it looks like some decent numbers. Just a shame that Daniel Levy is not there. By the way, anybody say yes? Listen, yeah, it was ankle. It's absolutely fine. It's not a big deal. It's just I'm not allowed to be on my foot for too long, so hence why I couldn't go and do that and travel and walking up and down high roads. But listen, I wish the boys and the girls of Tottenham Hotspur all the best. I think we win today, guys and girls. I think we win today. We've got to win. 3 months without a home win in the Premier League, and I think that's got to change. I think that's got to change. And I think Man United are in a colossal mess right now. We've seen yesterday that they're going to be missing the likes of apparently, Diallo's out for the season. Lisandro Martinez is out for the season. Apparently, Ugarte, Mainu are out as well from yesterday. And they're a team that aren't very good at the best of times. So I feel like there's no excuse today. I think we're going to have more than enough. And I fully expect our home win. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. I'll get to some of your comments shortly, but a very interesting day yesterday. Obviously, we've had Everton grabbing another win, so pushing Spurs down into 15th, and that's why it's really important today. If Man United were to beat us, they would move into 12th. And they would be 5 points ahead of us. So they'd be 5 points ahead of us. However, if we win today, we will end the day in 12th. We'll be 4 points behind Brentford, but we would be in 12th place, which sounds a lot better than 15th. I know it's small margins, small gaps, but you'd rather be 12th than 15th, wouldn't you? So look, we start the day in a very precarious position. But it's there. Hang on. Wolves are through it. Finish. He's got to finish. Wolves should have been 2-1. Should have been 2-1. Sorry to break away from that. Look, I feel like we're in a very precarious position at the moment. I'll be honest. I don't see how he possibly survives if we lose and we finish the weekend in 15th. But look, I'm going to bring Lubo in. Lubo. There we go. Lubo, what sort of numbers are there?
No shortage of people here today. Much better.
How many would you say?
People have had enough. They've had enough of this. Here we go. We want TVS. We want TVS. We want TVS. We want TVS. There you go. Shorter walk, should I say, than expected. But it's still going on, and there's plenty of people here.
How many would you say, Lubo?
Hopefully this will be all over the media as well.
How many would you say are there? How many?
Cool. Probably 1,500, 2,000.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's over the 1,000 mark.
Yep, I definitely think so. Definitely over 1,000.
Wow.
And it's starting. And it's got to start somewhere. Brilliant.
Well, let's hope this is the beginning of the end for Levy and Enoch. Let's hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. I think the message is pretty clear.
It's it's just a shame that that Daniel Levy's not there. My understanding is he's in
Well, we
America.
don't know, do we? He may well be here. Here we go. Enjoy your show. I'll catch you later. See you at 8.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. See you later.
Cheers.
So,
See ya.
guys and girls, looks like between 1,500 and 2,000, according to Lubo. Encouraging to see. The message is getting clearer after years and years and years of frustrated football fans. The message appears to be getting a lot clearer that fans do want Daniel Levy and Enoch to leave. Okay, interesting hearing that Daniel Levy is there. I mean, listen, we were told yesterday he wouldn't be, but hey, if he's there, all the better. Let's hope that continues. Let's hope that continues. It looks like it's more than there's been ever before. So that's a real positive for the Enoch out movement or the change movement, whatever people want to call it. So fair play to everyone that's managed to get down there today. I know there's many people, including myself, that would have loved to have been there, but can't. But the main thing is, like Steve Tottenham Hotspur says, it's a lot of attention on Sky Sports News, Sky Sports News on their website. Let's hope. Let's absolutely hope that grows. Guys and girls, stepping away from the protest for 1 minute. Good day to all of you. Good day to all of you. Massive game in the Premier League. As I was saying before, we've got to find a way to close the gap on the top half of the table. As it stands, we are 10 points off the top half. So we are 10 points off Brighton and Hove Albion in 10th, which means if we are going to finish in the top half from here, whatever Brighton do, Tottenham Hotspur will need to do 4 wins more. So if Brighton win 4 of their last 13 games, Tottenham need to win 8 of their last, well, we've got 14, but 8 of our 14. It's a lot of wins. It's a lot of wins for a team that so far have only won 8 in 24 all season. So it's got to start somewhere. Let's hope that is today. Let's start asking, anyone got any idea what are the teams going to be today? Spurs have got players coming back. Now, by players coming back, we'll never know how many of them are back and able to play some part, i.e. 10, 15 minutes here or there, and how many of them are able to play 90 minutes of football or start the game and last an hour or half of football. So let me know who you think will come back in today. We've heard talk that possibly Vicario, possibly Maddison, possibly Udogie. We're hearing rumours that there's going to be 3 or 4 of them back. So what do you think the team news is going to be today? We're going to find it out in about 2 minutes, by the way. Spurs officials should be announcing that very, very shortly. So let's see what happens there. All I know is we have to win today. We have to. We simply can't lose to this Man United team for me. I don't think we will, by the way. I've said I think it's going to be 3-1. I'll set my stall nice and early. I think it's going to be 3-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. I think we're going to see a much better display. I think the players and the manager owe us, if we're honest. Let's be fair. I think they owe the fans after 2 very inept performances in the Cups. But this is an opportunity for Spurs to go into 12th. So if we were to win today, it would mean that we leapfrog Man U, Everton and Palace. However, if Man U win today, as I said, they'll be 5 points clear of us. So this is a massive game for both football clubs. But we've already beaten Man United twice this season, haven't we? Once at their ground with a 3-0, if I'm not wrong, 3-0 win. And then the 4-3 win in the Cup at home. So at the moment, we've got their number. Can we make it a hat trick today? I think we will. Ethan, big up to you. Ethan has said, unless it's to give Porro a rest, Udogie shouldn't start. I agree. I think if players are just coming back, we've got to be really careful with them. I think we should have enough no matter who plays. I think significant players for Man United out, and this is not a Man United team that are in any sort of form. And I hang on, Liverpool in again here. Oh, should have made it free. I feel like this is, I feel like there's enough within our camp to be winning this game. I will get you the team news as soon as possible. It should be out in the next couple of seconds, if we're honest. It's 3:15. The game kicks off in a while. They are showing Vicario in the changing room. So it looks like Vicario's definitely in the squad. Now, will he start? Let's see. So Vicario number 1 is being shown on the Tottenham Hotspur X page. And it just says he's back with eyes. It says he's back with the eyes emoji. So will Vicario retain his place? Hang on, Liverpool through. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's going to be a penalty for Liverpool. All it said was 2 minutes ago, he's back. I would love it if the next post very soon should be giving me the team news at 3:15. Let me see if I can get it on Sky Sports. Let's accept that. Bear with me. Football, Salah double. No, don't want that. Spurs versus Man United. Have they put the team news out? Predict the score? No. Man United. Here's the Man United team news. The Man United team is as follows. It's Onana, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Maguire, and Dorgu. Dalot, Casemiro, Garnacho, and Fernandes, with Højlund, Xerxes, and I'm missing one more, Bruno Fernandes. So it's going to be interesting to see how they line up. At the moment, I can't see the Spurs team. I'm going to refresh for you. Hopefully, I can give that to you. I can. The team is Vicario is back in goal. Porro at right back. Danso and Davis a centre-half, with Jed Spence at left-back. Bergvall, Bentancur and Maddison in the midfield, with Kulusevski, Tell and Son. So that means Kinski drops to the bench. Gray drops to the bench. Basuma drops to the bench. Sarr drops to the bench. Odegaard is back on the bench. So is Brennan Johnson. So the subs are Kinski, Udogie, Gray, Basuma, Sarr, Moore, Odegaard, Johnson and Scarlett, which, if I'm not wrong, I'm just having a quick think here. I think the only players that are missing are Richarlison. That's not a penalty, by the way. That's not a penalty. Richarlison, Van der Ven, and Romero are the only 3 that I can see missing, and Dragoshin. Can anyone else see anybody that's missing? For me, no excuses today. No excuses if at all. By the way, he absolutely did dive. If the ref gives this, he needs shooting. No penalty. Good decision, ref. We should be beating this Man United team. Let me go back and see if I can work out what their 11 is going to be, in which order. So Onana will be in goal. Looks like a back 3 of De Ligt, Maguire, and or has he gone to a 4? And Dalot with Dorg. I can't work out what he's done. If I'm brutally honest, their bench is Harrison, Amas, Fredrickson, Heaven, Lindelof, Fletcher, Kone, Morehouse, and Obi. So Man United have got all sorts of issues today. There are no excuses. Yes. Solanke, yes. So for me, the first 3, we're missing 3 first teamers now, which is Solanke, Romero, and Van der Ven. There's no excuses now. There's no excuses. We've got to go and win games like this. That looks like a pretty healthy squad to me. Big up to each and every one of you. There are 300 and growing, only 53 likes. That's a 1 in 6. So please do smash that button. So only 3 first team players missing. Let me know what you think. Archie Gray has gone straight to the bench. We knew he would the moment that we had centre backs fit. Archie Gray has gone straight to the bench. You've got Udogie back on the bench. I'm guessing he'll come in for Spence the moment that he is fully fit. Let me know in the chat what you think of the team, and I will get to your comments shortly. And yes, it was, for anyone watching, it was definitely a dive. I didn't see if he got a yellow card, but it was definitely a dive. Yeah, I'm trying to make head nor tail of the Man United 11. I don't know whether or not they'll be going to a back four. We're going to find out. For me, I think we should have more than enough to beat that. It looks to me like they've got a midfield two of Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes, with Garnacho, Xerxes and Hoyland as a front three, from what I can see. Let me know in the chat if anyone thinks you can see something different. Olmo, who is a Man United fan, has said, I think we will lose 3-0. We are playing Anana. Look, I do think Tottenham should comfortably win today, if I'm honest. I think we should comfortably win. I'm not willing to give any excuses. Our team is more than good enough. Simon Hill said, nice to see the protests, but they're going to the stadium after, so that'll be a waste of time. Yes, Simon, look, there's two ways of looking at it. You've got to remember, even if they don't go to the stadium, other people will. Big Tigger has said, what other excuses will Ange come up with? Well, he's got none today, has he? He's got none. This is an absolutely depleted Man United team who are not in form anyway. There's no excuse. Man United are absolutely ravaged and they are not playing well. So I fully expect Spurs to win this. We've not won. Hang on, Wolves are in here. Lay him in. Well, lay him in. Lay him in. Lay him in. Oh, Gomez. Oh, Jesus. Should have laid him in. Singularity has said left wing Son, striker Tell, right wing Kulu, it seems. Abs, thank you very much. Said it's a back three of Mazraoui, De Ligt and Maguire. Okay, so that would be then Dorgu and Dalot. Dorgo and Dalot as the wing backs. Yes, okay, that makes sense. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I couldn't quite work it out. Ange will never let Gray play in his position. It does appear that way, doesn't it? Ange doesn't seem to want to give him a game in midfield. And so just to confirm that our midfield three is Bentancur, Bergvall and Maddison. So not a very defensive midfield, but should have more than enough for me. The Rude Boy Sound said, how Jota not receive a card for a simulation? I don't know, if I'm honest. If he didn't, I didn't see that bit. But as you say that, Rude Boy Sound, he is getting substituted right now. Jay Yida said, good to see Matters back. Mrs. Build-Up, absolutely. He gets a lot of stick from our fan base, and I think he's the only real creative spark in the team. Olmo has said, Obi and Kone are special talents. They could make a difference. Yeah, I mean, they're youngsters, right? I've never heard of them, so they're going to be youngsters. So, again, I wouldn't put too much pressure on them from a Man United point of view if I was you guys. Bless me, everybody. Bless me. Mark has said, Ajayi banished after getting the first goal. Other teams, he would at least be on the bench. Well, look, we kind of knew this, right? I mean, when people talked about it's a young Spurs team, it's got to take time. I mean, when you look at this team now, there's nothing young really about it. I mean, Bergvall and Tell, no one else is. I mean, is anyone else remotely young? Vicario's what, 27? Porro's 26, 25. Danso's 25. Davis is in his 30s. Spence's 25. Bentancur's 26, 27. Maddison's 28. Kulu's 24, 25. And Son's in his 30s. So it's a very experienced team for me. But I know people want to drive the young narrative. I just don't think it's actually that true. As we'll see. When everyone's fit, I don't think we're going to see many of these youngsters at all. Wanting Levy out. I think the message is Levy and Enoch, by the way. I think the message is Levy and Enoch. Why people shouldn't do in seeing a game, protesting the stands gets better coverage. So why people shouldn't go and see the game. Yeah, I agree. I think the thing is you want noise in the stadium from these people as well. And I think it could get toxic. The problem is someone was speaking to me about this yesterday, actually, and said, you know, the problem with this will be that the moment Spurs go 1-2-0 up, everyone will kind of forget about Enoch and Levy and all will be forgiven. And I think that's something we've got to safeguard against. By the way, there's 500 of you in here, so a very happy Sunday. Welcome to you all. Apologies for the lack of content the last the last few days. It has been pretty tough with Frank. He's really struggling. So it's been a very emotional time. What I would ask kindly is please smash the like button. If you haven't already. We've only got 96 likes out of 500, which is dreadful. And we are only one subscriber away from 16,600. So just one subscriber away. So if a number of you would go and smash that button, that would be much appreciated. Sam said, you Spurs fans are shameless. I don't know why. Sam, yeah, I think we're absolutely shite too. Yeah, I don't know who said differently, Sam. I don't know. I think you're just going on a little bit of a rampage about nothing. Are you just getting upset with yourself about something? Great touch. What a goal that is, by the way. What a fantastic goal from Cunha. If anyone's watching it, what a goal that is. He got the ball on the edge of the area. Did I think a little drag back or a Cruyff turn. Let's have a look at this again. The ball was rolled into Cunha. He's done a little drag back and then buried it 20 yards out, bottom corner. What a lovely, lovely goal. And that is a top footballer right there, Cunha. That's a top midfielder. Odeber's back. Odeber is on the bench for Tottenham Hotspur today. So is Moore. So is Johnson and Scarlett and Basuma and Sarr and Adogi. So the bench is looking strong again. The bench is looking strong. We're going to see how well we do. Spurs, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It looks like it's a very good turnout. Big up to my man, Lee. How you doing, bro? Hope you are well. What do you make of the team? Come on, you tight gits. Not one subscriber today. Not one. There's 540 of you in here. Alfie said, disappointing to see Kulu play on the right again. He is dead off his feet and hasn't been good recently anyway. So needs to be dropped for his own benefit. I do think at some point he needs to be rotated. I do agree with you. But that's on the manager, right? He's got to make that decision. And at the moment, he hasn't. Brandon Lee, I said, we got a proper bench now. No excuses now. No excuses now. It's a good team with a good bench. For me, we're only missing 3, what I would call first team regulars. And that is Van der Ven, Romero, and Solanke. So we've got more than enough to go and win this game today. And if we don't, it's quite frankly embarrassing. The Rude Boy Sound said, I hope Tell plays a striker. And yes, Vic should start. He is starting. Vicario is back in goal. A big up to Mark. How you doing, my man? I hope you're well. Whichever Mark this is, it's one of them. Big up to you. Big up to you. God, it's a really tough crowd today. No likes. No subscribes. God, it's getting really, really tough in this community, isn't it? Can't even get subscribers these days. Never mind. It's been tough. I'm not going to lie to you. A very, very tough few days. But listen, it is what it is. You are talking like Spurs already, but now what Sam's done, people, here is unfortunately falling into the trap of being an idiot. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Sam is talking about me thinking we should win this one game and relating that to trophies. I don't know what that's got to do with anything. I don't understand. Sam, you're more than welcome to come on and give us your flawed logic. But I have no idea what that's got to do with us should be beating you today. Matoma's goal was special. That was really like Matoma. Really, really good footballer, Matoma. Really good player. Where are we? I wanted Gray at CDM. Why we play with no CDM? Look, I think we've got to realise by now that Ange doesn't seem to want to play him there. There's been ample opportunity to play Archie Gray in central midfield, and he's never done it. You have to ask questions. Rick Kane has said, the bits I've seen of Scarlett, he looks better than Lancashire, but feel sorry for Will. Yeah, I need to see both of them. When I watch Scarlett playing for Oxford, I don't think he looks good enough, if I'm honest. I don't think he's good enough. Look, we'll see. There's a difference, isn't there, between scoring a few goals and being good enough to be a Premier League footballer full time. Savva, what do you think about the links? I think he's a really good young centre half. I think he's really good. and fit all the time. Everyone knows my position, Ian, with the centre backs that we've got. I don't see how we can possibly build a football team around two centre halves that miss this much football every season. They miss so much football. The starting lineup, Albert, is Vicario in goal, Porro, Danso, Davis, and Spence, Bergval, Maddison, and Bentancur. I'm surprised Bentancur keeps his place. I thought he was awful the last two games. And then in the front three is Tell, Son, and Kulusevski. So I think there should be too much there. He is funny. He is funny. I've got no idea to work out how old people are of our PB and Jam. I mean, I can't see them. I think I'd love Matoma. I've said this for ages, Phil. I'd love Matoma. Proper winger, runs at people, good touch, good control. This isn't red. This is purple. This is almost like a dark maroon top. This is not red. Come on, people. I worry about where our goals will come from. Kulu and Son, well out of form. Well, look, I think we've got more than enough. Igor, it's a strong lineup. For me, it's got your brand new centre back in. It's got your brand new striker in. It's got your first choice goalkeeper. Yeah, you've got two good fullbacks in terms of football wise. You've got your first choice playmaker, Bentancur's first team midfielder. It's strong. It's strong. There's no excuses from me. Video complete. Sofiana said Iriola would play Gray in the 6 and would get the best out of him. Yes, but Iriola's a coach. I think we've established this. Iriola's a very, very good coach, but he is a coach. Liverpool are away here. Please do not score again. Anyone else hoping that Wolves managed to get a goal? I don't like this. The Liverpool fans have got cocky. What David? I mean, this is big up to you, David Clark. Hope you're well. I think this is the issue, right? Is everyone's talked about him as a central defensive midfielder. But yeah, I mean, when was the last time he played central midfield in a game? All of the back end of last season for Leeds, he played right back. This year, he's played in defence for Spurs. When was the last time he actually played as a midfielder? Big up to you. Thank you very much. We are still only one shy of 16,600. So if anyone did want to subscribe, that would be really, really appreciated. And it's nice to get back to football. It feels weird. We haven't had a game in midweek. We haven't had a game. I'm going to post the link in. I'm going to do a quick poll as well. So the link that I've just put in is to become to subscribe to Football Heritage TV. And let's put in, should we do this? Let's put in a poll. It's going to be a really simple poll. What will the result be today? What will the result be today? Oh, no. Question mark. So be Spurs win. Hang on. Spurs win. Draw. Let's add an option, or a Man U win. Or a Man U win. Here we go. Let's start the poll. I've got a feeling today's poll is going to be a little bit more positive than in recent weeks. I've said I think 3-1 Tottenham. I think 3-1 Tottenham. And I fully expect to see it. I do. I think, you know, we're having different conversations if Man United have got their full 11 out, if they were in any sort of form, but they're not. And I'm not saying we are. But I expect to see a lot more passion today. I do not want to see the same energy, attitude as Liverpool and Villa. I thought both those games were really, really poor. Nico Christos has said easy win for Spurs. I'd like to think so. Yes, I would take him over. Yes, I would. That's just me. I don't rate Ange. Right, Maria Draper is getting blocked. You can see the trolls a mile off. Rick Kane has said, I saw a guy the other day, Savva. I think he was Danish. Can't remember from which team. Lindstrom was very good winger. Are you talking about in the Danish league? Mate, listen, there's top players all over the world. And that is what these scouts are paid to do. Big up to Sophie. How you doing? Hope you're well. Said, hey, Savva, I hope you get a result today simply because I hate Man U. But good luck. Thank you very much. I think we might do today, but it is Spurs. And the way I just summed it up, talking to some other people, was with Spurs, if I wake up in 4 hours and I don't watch the game, if someone says Spurs won today, I'd go, yeah, I can see that. If someone said, gosh, Spurs threw away a lead, yep, I can see that. If someone said Spurs lost, yep, I can see that. So I think it's one of those things that no score shocks me, but I do think we should be winning. It's not red. It's not red. This is a purple or maroon top. Siege the Ball said Iriola would sell Gray and buy someone better for 5 million. Big up to Dan Skyline, who's become a new YouTube member. Big up to you, Dan. Really do appreciate the support. Thank you very much. It is much appreciated. Let's get back to some of your comments, Dan. And from next week, I will have a members only show. I meant to do it this week, but with all the stuff going on with the dog, it's been very, very difficult to find the time. Matt Lifter said, we're getting battered today. It's not a strong team. Midfield riddled with mistakes. Defense is weak. Forwards burnt out and one inexperienced kid. Okay, well, that's quite a different take. By the way, here at Anfield, it's quite interesting. So the last 10 shots in this game of football have all been from Wolves. So Wolves desperately trying to find an equaliser, but you just kind of know Liverpool will grab another one, won't they, and wrap it up. Haaland, big up to you, said, have you noticed that when Spurs play well, when Maddison plays well, Spurs play well? He's our most important player. Yeah, listen, he is the creative player. He is our playmaker. I think there's a lot of people. Hang on. Who's, oh my gosh. There's someone's turned up at the protest with a Levy in banner. Someone's turned up at the protest with a Levy in banner. Oh, wow. And someone snatched it out his hands. Oh, my gosh. Oh, someone snatched it out his hands. Oh, God. You know how these things go, don't you? Oh, Tottenham never change. Never change, Tottenham Hotspur fans. Yeah, Andrew has said he's only played 17 times at centre mid and not played there for over a year. The problem is some of our fan base have already said that he's a brilliant DM who's better than what we've got. I don't really know where they've seen this. I think like a lot of people are basing this off as his good display against Chelsea in the Cup last year. Coy's 87 has said, I don't see us winning. So I do today. I do see us winning. I do not expect a difficult day at the office. Matthew, if I have to answer this one more time, would anyone else like to tell Matthew why I'm not there? If anyone else would like to answer this for me, I'm getting just a tad bored of having to explain why. How am I doing today? Sorry to hear about the COVID, my friend. I'm really sorry to hear about that. I'm okay. I'm just a bit sore. That's what it is at the moment. Sam Finch just said start Adogi on the left where he plays, Spence on the right where he plays, and rest Porro. Mad idea, I know, but I've seen it once or twice. Sam, I think in the next coming games we should definitely see that. I think Spence is a better defender than Porro and Adogi anyway, as a defender. Maybe not as good as a footballer as Porro, but I think he's a better defender than Porro. So I think it's that balancing act, isn't it, of which one do you prefer? I'm lagging about 15 minutes in the USA. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? How am I lagging? Let me just, I don't know what to say to that. I think we'll win today and lose the next match. The same shitty pattern in which Ange survives. Well, look, let's not worry about Ange surviving right now. Let's worry about getting 3 points and actually trying to get, I would say, a respectable league position, but a win would only take us to 12th. But hey, it's a win. It's 12th that's better than 15th or 16th, isn't it? Not anymore. Again. Good afternoon, Archer. How are you? Good afternoon to you, my friend. The dog, unfortunately, Harlan, has been given 3 to 6 months left to live this week. But I don't think he's going to see out the next couple of weeks. If I'm brutally honest, he's very, very weak. He's not in any pain. He's not in any pain, but he is very, very weak. And we're just being very, very careful with him. Big up Alf, who has said, this has draw written all over it, Savva, from a rival of both teams. Yeah, look, I think we're going to win. Look, if we don't, then it's embarrassing. I think when you look at their squad overall, I think it's embarrassing. I think that Iraola would get this Spurs squad into the top 4. I think he's a very, very, very good coach. I think he's an excellent coach. Paul Van Beek has said 2-1 win today. Danso with a header. Yeah, Danso. Let's see what he can do. See to the 4th. Where am I seeing this? Oh, it's somebody sent it to me. Hang on, I'll show you. There you go. See, Levy in. There you go. Someone snatched it. So someone snatched it. Oh, funny times, funny times. Yes, Levy in. Levy in. It exists. It exists. Where are we? Get glad Spence. Yeah, listen, I think, look, we've got some decisions to make. I think the beauty of having players coming back is now we're going to see, does Ange rotate? Because one of my biggest criticisms of him is he never rotated when he had the opportunity to. And then when people got injured, everyone went, oh, he can't rotate. And I'm like, yeah, but he didn't rotate. So let's see what happens now the players are back. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm just getting a little bit bored of actually answering that question when I've said it about 1 million times. Yeah, instead at Savva tore his hamstring. Still Liverpool 2, Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. Matthew, he didn't have it in the end. He was too ill to have it, and he is sadly on his last legs. So it is what it is. Paul has said Gray not in defence finally. But he is not in midfield either. So it's going to be interesting to see. Does Gray come on today? Does Gray get a go in midfield at any point? Or is he going to be used to come on in defence? Let's see. Here we go. Let's have a look. Manny Man. I said, Savva, if we win the Europa, do we prove Levy right that we can win with average players? Double-edged sword. Look, you might win a trophy. Listen, I don't think... hang on, let me get rid of this Matthew Morgan. It's annoying me now. Look, I think, I don't think we're going to win it. Let me state that immediately. I genuinely don't think we will win it. I think there's much better teams with much better coaches than Ange. Does it show we can win with average players? Look, teams can win cups. I think if we're gonna go by that theory, then there's many teams down the years that weren't fancied, won trophies, and then nothing happened with them. Man United first team players unavailable: Ahmad, Mainu, Martinez, Yoro, Ugarte, Ericsson, Binder, Collier, Mount, Shaw, Evans, Heaton. Yeah, look, it is what it is. They've got to make do with what they've got to make do with, right? And that's their manager's job to make them hard to beat. I just think we're going to have too much for them. Richard is an Arsenal fan, and he said, I think Spurs might win. I think Spurs are going to win as well. Do keep liking. Do keep subscribing, people. Let me have a look at the poll. Come on, guys. We should have 400 likes. We're only on 250. Let's get that up to 400 ASAP. And on the subscribers, we've only had 3 today. Let's get that going. So far, just under 300 votes. 56% have said a Spurs win. 25% have said draw. And 20% have said a Man United win. So that's interesting. I thought there'd be a lot more for Spurs today, to be honest. James has said, big up, Savva. I'm so happy with the turnout of the protest. Yeah, it looks very good. It looks very, very good. I agree with the first part. I disagree with the second part. I don't think Porro's a midfielder at all. I really, really don't. I think he's a wing back. I do not think he's a midfielder. Just my opinion. And I say just my opinion. He's never played in midfield. So clearly at this age, no managers tried to play him in midfield for a reason. He's an ENIC employee. Well, he actually owns 30% of ENIC. So, give or take. How many players do you think that we need in the summer to improve that team? Listen, I think when people ask this question, Olmo, I think the difficult thing is everyone wants everything right now. So if you're asking how many players would Man United need to sign to win a title, then I think you're looking at 8 or 9. If you're talking about how many players would you need to start motoring up the table and that can play in Ruben Amorim's system, I think 5 or 6, 4 or 5. But look, it's going to take time. Your club's a mess, right? Your club's a mess. You're going to need to take time with this manager. He's only been there 2-3 months, and I think he's going to need a couple of transfer windows. What I would say is, though, to be consistent with how I've judged my manager, is next season what you've got to start seeing is that you can't go that way next season like we have this year, and then still say, oh, it's a project. You've got to see progression. Atavatron Wembley said, anyone who is leaving in by now is just trolling. He's in a cult or just lives along the Northern Line or a combination of the three. Their starting lineup still look pretty strong. I don't think it does. I don't think it does at all. I think they've not got any of their runners in midfield. You think about it, Castro can't run these days. Bruno, not really a central midfielder. They've got no one else in there. I don't think they've got a strong team out at all. I think we should be winning this. I think we should be winning. As I just said, I think we should be winning this. And I think we should be winning this quite comfortably. Big up to Elijah. Is this Elijah? As in making video? You tagged me into a video I saw, Elijah. Is that you? Big up to you. Welcome to the channel. Hope you are well, my friend. I've seen a lot of your content. I know we've never spoken, but I've seen some of your content. So I hope you're well. Beyond 72 said it's an odd feeling that I like the opposition's manager more than ours, and not just for football reasons. Yeah, look, I think at the end of the day, for me, it's not about Ange versus Amorim. I think the difficulty I have is that I just don't like our manager. Yeah, I think he's going to win today. He's going to win games. I just don't see him being here for the long run. But I don't really want to go down that route today too much, if I'm honest, because for me, this should be a game we should be winning. Wolves still will. Hang on, Wolves. Oh, he's put it. Oh, no. Should have scored. Oh, Wolves have played some really good stuff here at Anfield. This is how you put a performance in at Anfield, by the way, not what you saw from us going 4-0 down. I think they've put up a really good fight here, and they've still. Oh, Cunha, stop that. Cunha's a really good player, isn't he? Cunha is a really, really good footballer. Whoever gets him at some point is going to be very lucky. Everton have more injuries and suspensions and suspended than Tottenham and United, but most informed team in the league. Sometimes it's about setting your team up correct. Yeah, big up, Elijah. I did see it. I did see the video. I saw you tagged me in. I don't know why you tagged me in. I think the video is more about other people than it is anything to do with me. I feel like I'm a little bit guilty by association. I don't want to get involved in all that, but big up to you. And listen, if you're about, let's do some content, man. I've always said I'm happy to work with anyone. I've not worked with you before. Let's knock some heads together and see if we can get something going. Let me know if you're interested. If you are, the email to my channel is in the bio. The email for me, sorry, is in the bio of my channel. Let's have a look. Who's posted this? Yeah, interesting. So 1 minute to go at Anfield, by the way. It's still Liverpool 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. But very fair play to Wolves this second half. I think they've been absolutely excellent. Oh, mate, I tried, dude. I tried, but even, do you know what was funny? I put out the video on Friday afternoon. I was a bit groggy. Apologies, guys. I was on medication. I put the video out just asking for a little bit of calm, and I got these comments from certain people saying, "Savva, we really like you, but hate you in this video. This isn't you. You're being woke." And I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? But never mind. Where is my mate Perchy? What are we doing here? As Perchy says, a user said, wonder how the protest is coming along. Come on, you Spurs. Well, listen, I'm guessing at some point it will be dying down as people go into the stadium. But a user. Lubo did call in earlier. Looks like they've got some really good numbers there, which is really nice to see. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Apparently, there's a planned. Is it a planned sit-in after the game? But as I said, what I want to see is, I think you'll probably start the game by hearing a lot of Enoch and Levy out. I think the moment we start winning, I think people will suddenly forget. If we are losing, I think people will go mad, but we'll see. Big up to you, user. I really appreciate any super chats that come my way. Soul Boy saying Wolves is putting Lip under pressure. When I watch this and then I look at how diabolical we were at going 4-0 down to them, it does make you ask questions, doesn't it? Look, they've put up a good fight. They've had loads and loads of chances, Wolves, and we went there and we went there and I don't think we had a shot, did we? I don't think we had a shot. And Wolves, even now, they've still got them under pressure. And here's Cunha again, really good player. He's been brought down. He's a free kick right on the edge of the area, and there's 6 minutes of added time. I don't know why. I just really want Wolves to equalise here. I think that would be funny. Where are we? Yeah, man. It's weird. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. It's so weird. I'm going 3-1 for me. I'm going with 3-1 to Tottenham. I'm going 3-1 to Tottenham. I think we're going to win today. I think this is going to be one of the more comfortable afternoons of the season. I've been wrong before. I've been right before, and I've been wrong before, like all of us. By the way, is that Pedro Lima, who's come on for Nelson Semedo for Wolves? God knows where Wolves find all these footballers. They do scout really well, don't they? Kudos. I've always said to Perchy, get your face, get a picture of Perchy. Like in Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump, in Forrest Gump when he puts the mud on his shirt and they've got the T-shirts. Perchy should do something like that. There's a free kick that's cannoned off the wall and gone out for a corner kick. So you force Levy to sell up. So what does Levy do? Well, if I was Levy, I'd make sure Spurs' new owner so bad and handicap that Spurs. Well, I don't think that's how business works, Daniela. And it would be Enoch selling up. Levy would probably be the main man negotiating that. But hey, I don't think that's how business works. Just saying. Cross comes in. Come on, hit it down. Come on. Oh, Wolves, come on. Come on, Wolves. Sorry, I think they deserve it. I think they put up a really good fight here. And I don't think they've been overawed by the occasion. By the way, yes, Lee Gunner is on the channel on Thursday. So Lee and I will be having some footy chat on Thursday. So, hey, it is what it is. Maddison is ready, and Maddison is playing. He is playing today. Absolutely it is. Absolutely. James Flowers saying the protest looked wicked. Well, it looks like they got some really good numbers there. I'm really happy for everyone that it's gone well. Obviously, a shame I couldn't be there today, but I'm really happy for everyone that it's gone well. And let's see what the fallout is. Let's see what happens. People send me stuff when they know I'm streaming. By the way, guys and girls, please do keep smashing that like button. We should be on 400 likes. We're only on 289. And on the subscriber front, we've got 4 today. We should be getting about 10 to 15 new subscribers by now. Well, no, he wants the best for his club, Urims. He wants the best for his club. Dan said, I like Lee Gunner. I like Lee Gunner as well. So it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting conversation. Maybe we'll get some viewers for that show. Who knows? Money Mason said, let's be real. If Liverpool hang on, it just shows how strong they really are. Yeah, they're a top team with a really top squad. Liverpool have got low. I couldn't believe it in the summer when I'm seeing all their fans going, oh, we don't have this, we don't have that. I think they've got a really good squad, Liverpool. Hey, that's just me. Hey, that's just me. There is just over a minute and 15 seconds to go. Liverpool have got a throw in deep in the opposition half. So at the moment, it doesn't look like Wolves are going to have enough time to claw this game back. But a really good second half fight back. I did think in the first half, by the way, like every single decision went to Liverpool. I was really disappointed by the standard of the refereeing in that first half. Sorry, I can't get comfortable on my ankle. I don't know where to put it. Dirty Sanchez has gone with Tell as the first goal scorer at 8-1. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, why not? It's his first game at White Hart Lane, right? As Wolves play a ball over the top. Van Dijk clears it. Hang on, they're still on the attack here, Wolves. They're still on the attack. Come on, make yourself a hero. He's given it. Everything's a free kick to Liverpool, isn't it? Everything at Anfield. Joe has said Tell has not been. Let's talk about Tell. What does everyone think? It's only been 2 games. We've only seen him for, a game and a half of those. I think it's difficult to judge on such a small sample size. I really do think it's difficult to judge. I think that you can definitely see that he's got that pace and that raw ability, but you can still definitely see that he's very young. And I mean, look, this is the thing. When you only buy young players, this is the problem that you've got. You're not buying ready-made, oven-cooked footballers. And that is the difference. So, when at 19, you're not signing the creme de la creme, are you? You're signing potential. And that's what we've done a lot. So I think it'll be interesting to see what he does today against the club that also wanted him in Man United. We'll see what he does today, and we can take it from there. But he hasn't played a lot of. Yeah, you're right. He's not played a lot of football this season. And by the way, the Liverpool game is now over. It is now over. So it's Liverpool. Wolves was 2-1 to Liverpool. But Matheus Cunha. Take a bow. Listen, yeah, he needs time. He's a youngster. And this is the problem. I don't agree with this process of just buying youngsters, but that's what we've done. And it's not fair on the kid that we put Spurs' failures on his shoulders. So I'm just having a look here. Yes. So the Premier League table. So yeah, Liverpool now go 7 points clear. Their goal difference is 7 better as well. So Liverpool, a good day at the office for Liverpool, and not a good day at the office for the Arsenal. They were really hoping to get a Liverpool defeat. So it looks like it's going to be another season where Arsenal don't win the league, which is good for Tottenham. Tell will be better with Maddison playing. Yeah, let's see. Lumen has said, Savva, our bench will get your manager sacked. Explain, please. What do you mean, Lumen? What do you mean your bench will get our manager sacked? Are you saying that your kids are going to come on, beat us, and then Ange will go? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I thought if we're talking about that game just then, I thought it was everything. Every single thing was given to Liverpool. It didn't matter. Someone breathed on a Liverpool player. Big up to you, Martin. How you doing, my man? Hope you're well. So Tell has worked with great players, then comes to us. He will take time to work out how we play. Look, yeah, listen, he's a young kid. He's only been here for a matter of weeks. Home debut, Premier League debut today. So let's hope that he has a good game. But again, I always go back to when everyone loses their mind, he is a 19-year-old. No matter where we signed him from, he is a 19-year-old player. Yeah, we're going to win today. We've got to win. I think we will win. So, yes, we agree for once, Kenneth. We agree. With Tell, to be honest, it's difficult to judge when there is zero creativity in the side, apart from Maddison. Agreed. We've got to take that into account. He's played away at Villa, away at Liverpool in really poor tactics, if we're going to be brutally honest. So let's see what happens. Oliver said Arsenal have again won as many trophies as us this season. Sure. Yep. I mean, if that's what we want to clutch onto, then absolutely fine. Big up to you, Mark Taylor. How you doing, bro? Hope you are well, my man. Big up to Blaine Dev. How you doing, man? Nice to talk to you earlier. Said no specifics, but just a big thanks, Savva, especially after the week you've had for taking some time to chat. Big up, 3-1 today for me. Come on, you Spurs. Always, man. I'll always listen. I'll always try and speak to as many people who message me as possible. It's just very difficult sometimes. And yeah, this has been a really tough week. So big up to you. Thank you very much, Blaine Dev. I really always appreciate any super chats that do get sent into the channel. Equally, I appreciate the likes and the subscribers as well. So thank you very much to absolutely everybody. We are big up to you, mate. I really appreciate that. We are now 20, no, we're not. We're exactly 30 minutes away from the game. Let's start getting sorry, just quickly, where was your commentary for the Everton game? What do you mean? Sorry, where was my commentary for the Everton game? Which Everton game are you referring to, my friend? Let me know. Scores. Let me know your score predictions. If you just put 3-1, for example, I will assume you mean a Spurs win, as it will be the home team first. Let's get your score predictions, please. And good afternoon to Barbaric Disdain. I hope you well. And Stuart, I completely agree. I 100% endorse this message. Yes. When people say we want our Tottenham back, I don't. What Tottenham is it that they're referring to? Yeah, I don't at all. I want a brand new Tottenham. I want a Tottenham that go and compete and try and buy better players and are coached properly. Let's have a look, shall we, at the poll. So 470 votes, 57% have gone for a Tottenham win, 23% have gone for the draw, and 21% have gone for the Man United win. I'll be honest, I was expecting the Spurs win to probably be somewhere in the 70s and 80s, if I'm honest. So I'm a bit surprised by that. Big up to you, my man. Look, I think they had chances, but for me, I do feel the ref was just a little bit, he's almost scared of the occasion. He seemed to give everything to Liverpool, but it is what it is. Big up, Lynn. How you doing? Said Savva, after Wednesday, I wonder if Liverpool will complain today because they got an Everton today. Yeah. Listen, Liverpool, they like to complain about everything, don't they? They really, really do. The grass was too long. Yeah, they're not going to catch them now. It would be a monumental collapse now for Liverpool in the last 13 games of the season. I can't see how many games. I can't see many teams beating Liverpool at all. Nervous here. Been to Nebraska twice. Let's have a look at some score predictions, shall we? So Andy Rue has said 2-2. He's gone for the old Desmond. Alex has gone 2-1 Spurs. Another Desmond. There's a few of them I can see. 4-2 to United, Ronnie. I can't see that at all. 2-1 to Man United. 3-0 to Spurs. 2-1 Spurs. 3-1 Spurs. Michael, look, it's being a Tottenham fan. It's part of the fun, isn't it? You never know which way games are going to go. But I do think we are going to win this one. Soulboy says, Savva, can you imagine what the atmosphere will be in the stadium if we lose? Oh, God, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible. I don't think we will lose. I just hope that, you know, if we do beat Man United, it doesn't take away from the efforts of the protest. I think that's the key thing. A lot of people seem to want to protest when we're losing, but then when we're winning, they forget about it. Sam, of course, thinks United are winning. Lord Rodney thinks Spurs are going to lose 1-0. I can't see it at all. 3-1 Spurs. Elijah's gone with a 2-0. Lots of Desmonds today. 4-0 to Spurs. 2-1 to Man United. Lots of people seem to be going for a Man United win. 3-1, big up Blaine Dev, big up to you. 3-2 to United, 4-0 Spurs. I think it's going to be 3-1. So yeah, yeah. 2-2, another Desmond. 2-1 Spurs, 3-0 Spurs, 4-2. I endorse that message. And out. 3-1 Spurs. Yeah, you're right there with me. 5-1 Spurs. Wouldn't it be nice to see a convincing win? It's been a long time since I've been convinced by Tottenham. Man United 3-1 says Cold Shot. Okay. Tottenham 4-1. Spurs 3-2. Savva, I think that you will sorry, that was nearly words. Savva, I think that you will be winning and could end in a draw. Okay, so you think we're going to take the lead and then go all Spursy on it? Yes, mate. 1960s Spurs, but better. Yeah, I don't mind that Spurs back. Demetrius has gone for 4-1. Mark's gone for 3-1. I've gone with 3-1 as well. Stuart's gone for a 3-0. Razzle Dazzle has gone with 2-2. And Garnacho, oh, that's very specific. Garnacho to be the man of the match. I think Garnacho is a very exciting young player. I think he's a very exciting young player. He's a winger that likes to run at people. It's not always going to work out, but I think he's a good player, him. One to watch for. I would love that Tottenham back, but just with a bit more backing to go on and win things. Tyler said, if we lose to this United team, I give up. Meteorites has gone with 2-1 to Man United. A few Man United wins going on in here. In the votes, we're at 56%, so just over 50% think Spurs. I think a lot of people seem to have been once bitten, twice as shy, if we're going to be brutally honest. D&B has gone with 2-2. Mark said, Sky Sports journalists reporting only a couple of hundred at protest. It's clear from videos there was a couple of thousand. Sky Sports lying for a change. Sly Sports. Yeah, well, it's sad to see if they are lying or misrepresenting the truth, I believe I've been told to say. Angus, your sadness is my happiness. Is Angus in here? Here he is. Angus, big up Savva. Is this what Tottenham fans are clinging on to? That we don't win the league? It's just sad. Angus, you know why? Because you told everyone all summer that this was your year and that you were going to win the league. And I think you told me that last year as well. The problem is, Angus, when you give it the big one, you rile people up the wrong way. You've got to take the rough with the smooth, my man. Spurs fans are so salty. Mark's gone with 3-1. Yeah, Billy the Yid said Liverpool cruising. They are cruising at the moment, aren't they? I can't see who stops them. And thank you. 2 or 3 more people have just subscribed. So we're working our way towards the 17,000. Jermaine Defoe and Jamie Redknapp in the studio today. What a goal scorer. Jermaine Defoe. He's a weirdo. We will win. Why? Because, well, Richard, this is an interesting point. It's probably worth noting. Yeah, this is a game where there's nothing on it because the league position now, we're not going to get relegated. We're not going to get relegated, but we're also not going to qualify for Europe via the league. So it's interesting, yeah, that you say that. 2-1 to Spurs. Andrew has said 2-2. I say 2-2 will be leading and not keep the back door closed. That does sound like Spurs, doesn't it? 2-1 Man United. Is that 2-1 Man or 2-1 Man United? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Well, this year, I'm taking Chris Wood. 2-1 Spurs. United have gone very defensive. I don't think they've got anyone else fit, have they? I don't think they've got anyone else fit to go any other way. Glad to see Change Tottenham got around 600 to 700 in attendance and without incident. Although I did laugh at the bloke who went to the front with Blaine. I think that was hilarious. Just some bloke. Leave me. And someone going, I'll have that. Oh, Foxy in the house. He thinks it's going to be a Prem Classic, a 4-4 game. Big up to you, my man, Foxy. Hope you're well. Billy said Arsenal bottling the league again. Demetrius has said, did you see Man City the other day? So there's mine. There's mine's 3 points for Liverpool. I don't know what that means. Did you see Man City the other day? I don't know what that means. Please let me know. 2-1. Desiree, how you doing? Hope you're well. Not seen you for a while. Hope you're well. Brett has gone 2-1. 2-1. Bruno with a dagger. Fair enough. Is Anne still there, right? Still where? Still Spurs manager? He is indeed. I would expect so, or I'd like to think that I would have known being a Spurs YouTuber. Oliver's going on loan to Leyton Orient. Big up to the Orient. Another win yesterday. Another win. They're moving towards those playoffs and moving nicely. Come on, guys and girls. Nearly 700 of you in here. 347 likes. We should have at least 450 by now. Come on, smash that button. 5-1 to Spurs. Wow, I'd love it to be 5-1 Spurs. I think we're due a big win. We're due a win. We're due a big win. It's my face. It's Savva. People have finally lost hope in Ange. Well, listen, some people have, some people haven't. Fair enough. Look, as I said, each to their own. The only thing I ever ask is when people want to debate me on Ange, bring something to the table. If it's just, oh, I like him, it doesn't really do anything for me. But listen, each to their own. And let's hope he turns it around. I just don't see him. Not. I think we will win today. I just don't see how we get out of the mess we're in. You know, 40, bottom half of the table, out of both cups. It's just not been a good year, is it? Malt and Barley, my man Gary, how you doing, bro? I said this is a very poor Man U lineup. I would be disappointed if we only drew this. I agree, mate. That's what I said. I feel like this has to be a comfortable win. Please have the same energy for us when you look. I always have the same energy. I don't. Sometimes I do think when people said you were 12, I think they might be right. You do come out with some silly things. If Spurs lose, I'm honest about it. So don't worry about that. Steve R said 5 goals. What score? Who knows? A 4-1, a 3-2. It could be an open game today, but I do think we should be beating this lot. I really do. Big up to Scott Hynam. How you doing, man? Hope you are well. Strip Bears in the house. I said Chelsea ladies win again, unbeaten. Misrepresenting the truth. Yeah, that's my... It's the new way. Billy the Goat said the Arsenal, the bottle jobs. Yeah, listen, as Spurs fans, it's difficult for us to really have a pop at too many clubs, but I hear you. Jordan has said 4-1 Spurs. Do you play the bet builder on live score 6? I don't. I really don't. Paul has said typical Tottenham will lose 2-0. They have a habit of losing to fellow losing sides. Look, let's not put that out there. Let's hope we'll win today, Paul. I think we'll win comfortably. I know what will happen. If we win comfortably, I'll have loads of people that turn up on my chat going gutted as though I've said we're not going to win comfortably. But hey, it is what it is. Meteorites has gone 2-1 to Man United. Graham Taylor has gone 2-1 Spurs, not the Graham Taylor. Agreed, Lynn, it is. And sorry, on the screen right now, they're just showing the march in the protests. Yeah, so a lot of numbers there. The team again: Vicario, Porro, Danso, Davis, Spence, Bergval, Bentancur, Madison, Kulu, Tell, and Son, with Kinski, Basuma, Adogi, Gray, Johnson, Odeberg, Sarr, Scarlett, and more on the bench. And Man United line up with an honouring goal, a back three of Mazraoui, Maguire, and De Ligt, Dalot, Fernandes, Casemiro, and Dorgo in midfield, with Xerxes, Hoyland, and Garnacho up front. Their bench is Harrison, Lindelof, Heaven, Amas, Kone, Fredrickson, Obi, Fletcher, and Morehouse. So they are in absolute dire straits. I fully expect the win. Big up to Nate, who said, come on, you Spurs. Yes, I truly think we are going to win this game today. I just keep getting these messages from this person saying, here, I come across your channel. I really want to collaborate. Please stop messaging me. Stop messaging me. When people email me, they say, hi, I work for this company and we've seen this and we want to collaborate. But then I drop down, look at their email address, and it's like something at like, you know, just something made up. It just feels a bit weird. Subdue Light. I said, I want to be optimistic, but 3-1 to Man United. I can't see this Man United team beating us 3-1. If this Man United team beats us 3-1, he's got to go there and then. This Man United team should not be beating us 3-1. They don't score many. Man United have only scored, they've scored 20 goals less than us this season. They've conceded 3 less, but have scored 20 less than us. That is absolutely mad. United 4-1, 3-0 Spurs. Jason has said Europa League side. Oh, hang on, who's that? No, mate, only a little mouse one. Okay. Europa League aside, when he's got a really good run now to keep his job. Look, at the moment, I think he needs a really strong end to the season for me to keep his job. I'm really, you all know my opinion. I don't need to say it. You all know my opinion. Man City will catch Arsenal. Let's have a look, shall we? Man City they're 9 points behind Arsenal. I fully expect Man City to overtake Nottingham Forest. I fully expect a Man City to finish in the top 3. I don't know about catching Arsenal. It's a big ask. 9 points with 13 games to play is a big ask for any football club. But Manchester City have won 4 of their last 6 Premier League games. They are right up there. Hang on. Why is my bank messaging me? Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. See. You know when you do a transaction and then like the next day you get a message. It's like, well, this was ages ago, mate. Thank you very much to the 2 people that just subscribed. We're now only 1 subscriber away from 16,610. So please do smash that button. Lord Rodney, absolutely, my man. Come on, you Spurs. It's nice, isn't it? All football, no drama, just a bit of football talk. Robert said a lot of positivity. Not for me. Spurs 1, United 3. Wow. Tony, absolutely not. No, I think if there's change, it's got to be real change. I think it's got to be real change. Big up to my man, NX. How you doing, bro? Hope you're well. You've gone with a 1-1 draw. A lot of draws today. A lot of draws. Let's have a look at the poll. So 600 votes, only 57%. It's just moved to now. 57% think we're going to win. I truly thought that was going to be really high today, guys. Angus, chill out, dude. Chill out. It's going to be okay, man. It's going to be all right. It's just football. As Dan says, chill out, man. Chill out. Come on, you Spurs. No surrender, said Lord Rodney Trotter. We've got 14 minutes to go until kickoff. And by the way, James Maddison is still the Tottenham Hotspur top scorer, Sky are pointing out this season with 8 Premier League goals. Pretty sad, really, when you think he's missed quite a lot of games and was always on the bench and stuff. Scott M said that Leyton Orient manager is brilliant. Go on, Richie Wellens. Bruno to score an own goal. I just don't know. I mean, Man United's midfield too. Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. I think maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I would have been worried about it. Today, realistically, I feel like we should have enough to outdo those 2. Let me know what you think. What do you think of Man United? Well, what guys and girls, what do you think of Man United's midfield today? So you've got Dorgu on one side. You've got Dorgu on one side, Dallo on the other, and then Casemiro and Bruno. For me, I just don't think it's that strong. It shouldn't be getting the better of us. If one more person asks me this, I'm going to cry. If one more person asks me this question, I'm going to cry. Ben has said we haven't won a home game. Someone else explain to him. Someone else please explain to him why. I can't be bothered anymore. Ben said, 105 days since we won a home Premier League game. It's coming today. We've got to. The Rude Boy Santa said, Savva, I tried several times to send donations to your charity, but my bank keeps blocking it. Which charity, man? Which charity? Are you talking about my 24-hour stream that's coming up in March? What are you what are you referring to, Rude Boy Santa? Let me know. And are you talking about super chats on here? Let me know what you mean. I've been positive today about this game because I've looked at their team, I've looked at their bench, I've looked at the form they're in. And I'm looking at, we've got some players coming back. We're at home. Yeah, of course. I'm positive when I need to be positive, when there's something to be positive about. Elvis has said, Ange out. Ange out is so bad at managing. Bring back Poch. Big up Billy the Id. Big up Billy the Id. Hope you're well. 2-0 Spurs. Graham's gone with Tell double. And Matisse Tell double. By the way, they're just talking about Chido Obi is on the bench. This season for the under 18s, he's played 9 games and got 13 goals. No, in my maths, if I could add up there, he's played 9 games and got 12 goals. So, I mean, he's a youth player, but good numbers. Let's hope that we don't see him come on and embarrass us. I listen, for me, no excuses today from fans, from manager, from players. No excuses today. That's got to be a win for me. I look at that team across their midfield and forward line. For me, I think if they'd had battlers in there like Mainu and Nagati, it might be quite different. But for me, I think we should be winning this game. There are 10 minutes until kickoff. So until then, smash that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We should be on 450 likes. We're on 379 and we're going well. And thank you so much to everyone so far for the likes, the subscribers, and the super chats. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's probably fraudsters. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, I know what it was. Eamon said, love your channel, Savva, and sorry about the difficult week you've had. Hopefully a Spurs win will bring a bit of light to the darkness. Listen, look, thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Look, it's been very, very tough with Frank. It's been really tough. He's obviously the face of my channel, and I got him 9.5 years ago when I was in a really bad place in my life. I was living by myself. I was in a bad way. I was drinking too much. I was a mess. I was being an idiot on Twitter and saying stupid things and getting in stupid rows and stupid things. And life wasn't good. And Frank helped me out of that. It's amazing what a dog can do. Alan Hogan, but thank you for your message, by the way. Said, sorry, Savva, but even if Spurs get stuffed, the bluffer will hang on. I mean, it's mad, isn't it, if he does? But I don't think we're going to have to worry about that today. Gus has said 13 matches is a long way to go. It is. I mean, if we're talking about 13 matches, though, I mean, realistically, can you see Man City winning 4 more games than Arsenal win between now and the end of the season? I'm not sure we can. I think Man City are going to go from strength to strength. I think Marmoush is a wonderful signing. Savio's getting better and better. Haaland's banging in goals. I think they're going to be good. I think next year, watch out for them again. I think they're going to be very good. All those people saying, oh, they're dead, they're finished. I think people have gone a bit too early. Ethan said we've lost to worse teams than United. Yeah, we have indeed. I'm just hoping it's not this, because everyone's assured me that when Vicario's back and Maddison's back, etc., that everything's going to be fine. So we'll see. But I do think we're going to win today. Gus said, you can tell that Madders ain't having a hand. Yeah, I feel like there's no love lost there. But listen, all I know is we need Maddison to look. Let's see how fit they are. Right, let's see how fit these players are. But I think we need Maddison in the team at all times. I don't think there's an exact number, but some people are saying 600-700. Some people are saying 1,500. Some people are saying 2,000. It's difficult to tell, Angus. I'm guessing somebody hasn't actually counted every single person. Oh my God. If one more person does this, I'm blocking them. If one more person asks, I'm going to block. Stop. I've asked this about 1 million times. Exactly. Yeah, that'll do. I want to see. Oh gosh, I can't do it. Sanji Ange got to Savva's hamstrings before his doctor could, and now Savva has a bad hammy. Big up Lena said Casemiro is very experienced, and as for Michael is concerned, Casemiro is a dirty player. Baikal? What's that mean? Apparently this is true. Yeah, it's been the last game we won at home, everyone, wasn't it? Villa. Was Villa the last home win? Can't do FHTV at a protest. Sav needs his home comforts. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what is going on here. Why are people being idiots? Like what's going on? If people start being idiots, I'm just going to block a lot of people. I don't know why people have started turning into idiots. I give you an hour and a half before the show by myself. Keep going. I give you a full commentary, and people will repay me with idiot stuff. No, Matt. No. You can't spend all your time bigging up your manager, and now, no. Who's Jack in the chat that's spamming? Oh, Jack, right. Okay, Jack, you're going into a timeout. Told you, stop spamming people. Stop spamming. It's absolutely ridiculous. RJ, big up to you. It says, big up Savva. I'm expecting a very entertaining match, especially for the neutrals. Listen, I've got no doubt from a neutral perspective it will be entertaining. I just hope from a Spurs perspective that today is entertaining. No excuses. I think we should be winning. No excuses. If we lose, I'm embarrassed. I don't think we should be losing. Coys87 has said, I say between 1,000 and 2,000 people. Yeah, difficult to see. I'm only seeing pictures. But yeah, looked like there was a lot of people there. Terzic is apparently at the game today. Who said that? Who said that? Let's see. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? How funny would that be if Terzic was just there in the stands? I don't believe it. But look, we are only 5.5 minutes away. What I will cheekily ask for between now and then is let's smash that like button, shall we? Let's see if we can get this to 500 likes before the game starts. That's 101 more likes. So if 100 of you right now, it's free to do. Boom, 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 boom. Just smash that like button. And we are now at 16,610. So please do keep subscribing as we try and get towards the 17,000. Very proud of how we've grown it. Savva, do you personally know Mark Gold? I don't know Mark Goldbridge at all, I'm afraid. I really don't. I don't know how I'd reach out to him either, if I'm honest. And I'm sure he wouldn't want to come on my channel. But Savva, you're still missing a back four. No, not for me. You've got and bought Dan So, who's an international centre-back. For me, Spence is better than Adogi. Porro's in there. Davis's experience. No, I'm not having that at all from my point of view, mate. I hear what you're saying, but for me, I'm not having that. That's just my opinion. But the Man United kids are all walking onto the bench. Honestly, other than it's really funny. You've got Lindelof, obviously international footballer, and then just loads of kids. So Man United are now in the tunnel. The Tottenham players are now, the Tottenham players are in the tunnel as well. I'm looking forward to a good game of football, and I'm hoping the 3-1 prediction I've made is absolutely bang on. I'll take 3-0, but we do like to concede a chance. I just think we're going to have too much for them. Mark, absolutely, yeah. Gray still can't get a game in the Spurs midfield. I don't know if the manager sees him as a midfielder, by the way. I genuinely don't know if the manager sees him in that position. But he is straight onto the bench today. I've said this for a while. I think when everyone's fit, I think you're going to see a lot of these kids not getting game time. Alan, I said a Maguire header from a corner. I feel poorly. But he is good in the air, Maguire. I'll give him that. He is good in the air. I actually think Maguire's a good defender in a back three. You watch, he'll have a calamity now. But I actually think he's a decent defender in a back three. I don't like him in a 2, but I do like him in a back 3. So we'll see. We'll see. I should have bought food up, shouldn't I? I should have bought some food. Big up Soul Boy. It was their first 15 minutes. Important. Concentration. Oh, for sure. Concentration. Sue Smith. Big up, Sue. How are you, my friend? I said, dead rubber game, really. Looks like we aren't going down, but we'll do little else. I was more interested in the protest. Well, yeah, a few people have said that today, that maybe we'll win the game today because there isn't really there's nothing on it. I mean, for me, I think what's on it is Angie's job, but there's nothing on it from a league perspective from me. Just some, what's the word I'm looking for? Respect. So Vicario in goal, Porro, Danso, Davis, and Spence as a back 4, a midfield 3 of Bergval, Bentancur, and Maddison, and a front 3 of Kulu, Tell, and Son. So I'd expect to see, it'd be interesting to see if Tell or Son plays through the middle. The bench is Kinski, Basuma, Adogi, Gray, Johnson, Odeberg, Sarr, Scarlett, Moore. So that's the Spurs squad for today. Here's the Man United team. So they've got Andre Onana in goal, and they've gone with a back 3 of Mazraoui, Maguire, and De Ligt. In the midfield 4, they've got Dalot, Fernandez, Casemiro, and Patrick Dorgu. Interesting to see him. And Joshua Zirkzee, Erasmus Højlund, and Alejandro Garnacho make up the front 3. And the Man United bench, again, just for anybody, the bench is Harrison, Lindelof, Heaven, Amas, Kone, Fredrickson, Obi, Fletcher, and Morehouse. So we are only about 90 seconds away from kickoff. So I really hope that everyone enjoys the game. And I think we're gonna win this one today. I really, really do think we're gonna win this one today. Thank you for everyone that's liked. By the way, Kulu, 1 goal and 1 assist in his last 8 games. So he needs to he really needs to start showing up, doesn't he, at the moment? Adios, you bipolar negative losers. Okay. Adios. Everyone say goodbye. Adios. No idea what that's about. Big up to all of you. That was really interesting. Wow. So the 2 teams are in a huddle. I'm just gonna squeak my chair and it really, really hurts. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Mr. Wignall has said that need Flappy McFlappy Vicario to dominate corners. Yeah, Phil, I'm going with 3-1 today. Said it all week. I think we're going to win this one 3-1. Big up, big up, big up, big up everybody who's in here. Unbeaten in 4 games v Man U as Tottenham head coach. Ange Postecoglou, that is 1-3 and drawn 1. I think he's going to make that 1-4 and draw 1. I don't even think a draw is a good result today. This for me has to be a win. And we're going to get to the kickoff. It's going to be Bergvall has started the game and Tottenham Hotspur have the ball with Danso, who sweeps the ball down the field, headed clear immediately by Casemiro, but Spurs win the ball back in the midfield. Here's Jed Spence. James Maddison tries a flick, but gives it away. And Man United go back to Onana, and Onana clears the ball to the halfway line. 1 in the air by Davis, and Bergvall had time, but panicked, flicked it on with his head. And now Man U can... Oh, no, hang on. Bergvall's mopped that up. Well done, Bergvall. Bergvall mopped that up. Here's Jed Spence. He goes back into Ben Davis. Sorry if you see me moving a lot. I'm very uncomfortable. Here's Danso into Porro. He tries a through ball, but De Ligt cuts that out. And then De Ligt plays the ball down the line. And Danso... No, I think the refs pulled it back for maybe a foul by Tell, who... Let's have a look. Is Tell playing through the middle today? Let's have a look. Premier League debut for Matisse Tell today. So it's a free kick to Man United. Onana's going to take it on the left-hand side. Yeah, woohoo, Kenneth. Yes, we could go 12. Yeah, we're really motoring up that table. Onana has been told to move the ball back and take it from the correct space. It's so funny seeing all the Man United kids. It's just so funny. You know, when you're looking through going, no, I don't know any of them. Bergvall is going to try and dribble it out. Oh, put himself under a bit of pressure there, but we did keep the ball. And here he is again. He gives it to Porro. Porro into Bentancur, and Bentancur goes over to Danso. Danso plays it wide to James Maddison. Nothing's really happened in the game at all so far, but here's Jed Spence. He's got some time down here on the left. Cuts in, gives it to James Maddison. He gets it into Tell, and now Spurs go all the way back to the centre halves. We do this quite a lot. Bottom half, unfortunately, we've got a lot of work to make up. So bottom half for me, Angus. Who knows? Look, we'd need a really good run, but I've not seen a really good run for 18 months. So we'll see. Tottenham just trying to play it through the midfield, but not really going anywhere. And then Man United can make the tackle there. And Maguire pings the ball out wide to Dorgu. Be interesting to see what he does. He plays a good ball into Xerxes. And then Bruno Fernandes swipes the ball clear. I don't think he's going to keep that on. No, he's not. Jed Spence sees the ball out, but Dallo had made the run down the right-hand side. But Bruno Fernandes' pass just had a little bit too much on it. And now it's going to be a throw-in to Man United. James Maddison wanted the foul and didn't get it. So here's Dallo with a throw for Man United down on the right-hand side. He's gone back to Mazraoui. He'll go back into Onana. and Tell looks like he's playing through the middle. Will chase. Onana clears the ball, old school style, to the halfway line, and there's an offside flag. It looks like Xerxes was offside, and the linesman's giving it the "you came off," and then came back, and blah, blah, blah. So it's a free kick on the halfway line to Tottenham Hotspur. No chances for either team so far. 3 minutes and 40 seconds gone. Here's Jed Spence, plays the ball back to Ben Davies. He sweeps it across to Danso. He plays it into Bergvall. He twists, he turns, and he goes back into Ben Davies. United at the moment seem happy to sit off Tottenham at the moment. Spence goes into Maddison, who's rolled his player well, and then he's fouled. And that's what you want from Maddison. That's what you want. In the middle of the park, try and roll your player, good footwork, and then get the free kick. I think he's like the second most fouled player in the Premier League, and Tottenham have a free kick. It's about 45 yards out. It's taken quickly by Son to Maddison. Here's Spence. He's going to whip it across right-footed. It goes across to everyone. It's cleared easily by Man United. And then Man United play themselves back into trouble. And the ball's whipped in by Porro. I tell you what, footballers these days want to play everything out, don't they? But what happens at clearing a ball? It's utter madness, what a lot of players do now. Anyway, here's Jed Spence. He's got the ball over on the left-hand side, and he goes back to Davis, back to Danso. And a fairly slow start from both teams here. Nothing's really happened. Bergvall is running across the midfield, gives the ball to Maddison. Maddison pings it out wide to Son. Sonny goes back inside to Maddison's having a lot of the ball at the moment. Now into Tell to Bergvall, Bergvall to Son, Sonny to Maddison, who's conducting everything at the moment. Maddison tried the through ball. It does find Son in the end. Son beats his man, whips it across. It goes over everybody. And Kulusevski is going to retrieve it. He tries to play a 1-2 with Bergvall, now into Bentancur. He's gone out wide to Danso, who's got a chance to whip across in. Oh, he didn't. He's played it out to Porro. Whip it in. Whip it in. He whips it in. Cleared by Casemiro. You know, when you're thinking he had so much chance to whip that ball in, we kind of waited. Oh. For me, as I said, this formation is just too many people in the back. And Spence, good run, crosses the ball, and it was a poor cross, really. He'd done all the hard work, Spence. He flew down that left-hand side, beat his man, and the ball, I mean, look, it looked like he was going to give it to Son, but he kept going, he kept going. And then when you want that bit of quality, it just wasn't there. I don't know if that was a cross, a shot, but it looked like a cross to me. So 6.5 minutes gone. We've had all the ball, but so far, nothing to trouble Andre Onana in the Man United goal. So, goal kick taken by Man United. Harry Maguire and Tell got up for the ball. Harry Maguire wins the free kick for the foul by Tell. Bentancur's down. I always worry when Bentancur goes down. We know what he's like, don't we? He's another player I would definitely cash in on. But it looks like maybe he's taking a little knock to the head there. Let's have a bit of water. So Man United take the free kick quickly. It's gone all the way out to Dorgu. He goes into Casemiro, who goes back to De Ligt to Maguire. Spurs are pressing well here. And Man United have played the ball out to the right-hand side. Here's Dalot. Dalot with a ball down the line into the path of Højlund. And it's off Danso for a Man United throw-in down here on the right-hand side. So not really a lot happening so far. We've had a lot of the football haven't really fashioned anything yet. And Man United haven't really done anything at all. Well, they've done nothing at all as an attacking force so far. De Ligt plays the ball out. It's won in the midfield by Spurs. And then Davis can bring it out, can he? Oh, see, why did he go backwards? I don't understand that, guys. Davis stepped into midfield with the ball. Looked like he had grass in front of him. And his first thought was to turn around and go backwards. Here's Bentancur. His pass does find its way through to Spence. Spence goes out wide to Son. What can Tottenham do here? Here's Sonny. Now he goes backwards to Bentancur. It's all a bit too slow for me at the moment. I think we need to move the football a bit quicker. Here's Danso. He goes out wide to Kulusevski, we've not seen Kulu in the game at all so far. He's played it back to Danso. Now across to Davis. Looks like Spurs are going to switch the play. The ball's gone all the way over the top to Son, but it's going to go safely into the arms of Onana. So at the moment, for me, just a bit too slow for me at the moment, the build-up play, just a bit too slow. I think, a lot of this is that, they call it that kind of horseshoe football. I think we need to move it quicker. As Højlund tries to bring the ball down to Xerxes, but Xerxes does well, actually, to keep it in. Here's Dalot. Dalot goes back to Man U. Don't really look like they have anything today, if I'm honest. And that's why I said I wasn't worried. But there's a ball over the top. That's a good ball, actually. And Rasmus Højlund is one-on-one with Davis. Just as I said, they haven't got anything. Rasmus Højlund shot, saved by Vicario. The first shot of the game has gone to Man United. Vicario with a save. And now Man United with another shot and a great save. And he's in. Oh, off the line. Tottenham are under the cosh here. Oh, my gosh. Vicario with a couple of very big saves early on here. And Man United all of a sudden from nowhere, and there's a cross out for a corner. Man United from nowhere. We're what, 10 minutes in from nowhere. One ball down the channel. Højlund, what worries me here is Højlund had all the time. Where's the right back? Where's the left back Spence? And then the good save by Vicario. But Man U kept it live. Man U kept it alive. And then Garnacho had a shot. It was a good effort. And then Vicario saved it. It fell to Dalot. He drove it across the goal. And then it was cleared off the line. And there's the first warning sign. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Corner. It's gone over everyone. Only as far as Dorgu. And he smashes the ball high and wide. But Man United there with 2 or 3 very good chances like that. Good effort from Garnacho. And a good save by... you'd expect him to make the save, by the way. But Man United have come by far the closest. That's one off 2 saves by Vicario and 1 off the line. So Spurs need to settle again here. It's just too slow for me at the moment. It's only 11 minutes gone, but it's just too slow in the build-up play. There's Danso. Plays the ball down the line. Man United have won it in midfield. The ball goes out wide to Garnacho, but the ball was played behind him and goes out for a throw-in. So Vicario, his first appearance since November the 23rd. So here's Spurs. Bergvall plays it out wide to Spence. He goes one more out to Son. Sonny cuts inside and lays it off 5 yards. It's very obvious what we're going to do, isn't it? Here's Porro, though, on the right-hand side this time. He lays it 5 yards into Bentancur. He's going to, I'm guessing, he's going to lay it back to Porro 5 yards. Here's Porro. He twists, he turns. He's done really well. Good footwork there. Bentancur whips the ball in. It's gone all the way over the back. Sonny's going to have a volley all the way across goal. Bergvall brings it down. Good save. Spurs have scored. We've scored. That's a good goal in the end. James Maddison with a goal. The shot came in. The keeper made a decent save. But if you parry the ball that close, Maddison was the one following up. And Tottenham Hotspur, after being under the cosh at the other end, have got the goal. That was much better. Porro whipped in the cross earlier this time. I think it was Porro. The cross was whipped in much earlier this time. It caused a bit of panic. The shot was, let's have a look at this again. So Porro put the ball, sorry, it was Bentancur. Porro put the ball to Bentancur. His cross was whipped in and the volley down. Bergvall took the shot and Maddison's onside all day long and 1-0, as easy as you like. So Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. Let me change the score. And our first real effort on goal, and Tottenham are 1-0 up. It was Bergvall with a low drive. And I tell you what, I mean, again, we talked about this with goalkeepers, goalkeeping coaches. Goalkeeping coaches will be really annoyed at that. Goalkeepers are meant to push the ball wide. He didn't. He pushed it right into the 6-yard box. And James Maddison's not going to miss from a few yards. And that's why our top goal scorer is so important. So Tottenham 1, Man United 0. We've got something to build off of now. So again, you know what I'm going to say, guys. Nothing silly from Tottenham now for the next 5-10 minutes. Nothing silly. This is a poor Man United team, out of form, dreadful injuries. I fully expect us to kick on from this. So here's De Ligt, plays it out to Dorgu. Dorgu goes back to De Ligt. And now De Ligt goes to Onana, who, poor goalkeeping for me. But now Mazraoui into Dalot, back to Mazraoui, who's going to try and run down the line. Man United want a foul. The ref's having none of it, and it's a throw-in. Good pressing by Tottenham. So, yeah, there's goals in this. There's goals in this game for us. Just got to make sure that there's not goals in this for them. So Tottenham Hotspur 1. Points dropped from winning positions this season. Oh, Tottenham are top. Oh, shouldn't look at that. 21 points we've dropped from winning positions. I don't think it's going to be that today, if I'm honest. Here's Højlund. Brings the ball down. It's a bit scrappy out there, but Danso does well. And then Bergvall does well. Plays the ball back to Bentancur. He goes back to Spence. Alfie, I've never understood how much hate Maddison gets. He's our playmaker. He's our creative force, and everyone goes, "Oh, he's not as good as him. He's not." This guy's got to play. I've never understood the decisions to leave him out. He's always the first one subbed. Anyway, here's De Ligt. He plays the ball across the back line to Onana. And Man United, other than that long ball, at the moment, haven't really worried us. It was that one ball over the top that caused all the problems. But other than that, I don't understand how. He's our top goal scorer and assist maker. I don't understand how. But, hey, each to their own. Man United trying to play it out from the back. The Spurs are pressing well, and there's a free kick by James Maddison on Bruno Fernandes. So we can all calm down a second. So Spurs have got the goal, early doors, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester United 0, and I fully expect us to go and grab another one very soon, if I'm honest. I really, really do. I really do expect that. That's a great ball by Bruno Fernandes, though. That's a really good ball. And now Man United are down the left-hand side. Here's Dorgu. Dorgu puts it into Garnacho. Garnacho's running, lays it off to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno's putting, oh my God, he's in loads of space. Dalot cuts in right, left. Spurs have got bodies back and close that down well. Here's Casemiro. Spurs have done well there. Good ball by Casemiro out wide to Dorgu. Dorgu whips the ball in. Danso, very unorthodox clearance, but it does clear as far as Casemiro, and he goes back to De Ligt. De Ligt goes across to Maguire. Maguire, really good pass again, out wide left. Dorgu is one-on-one with Porro. He lays it off instead to Casemiro. Casemiro with a ball. Dalot's in acres of space on this side again. He's got the ball, brings it down, lays it off to Casemiro, Bruno again. There's Mazraoui into Maguire. Back to Mazraoui on the right-hand side. And here's Dalot. Some neat build-up play. It's not really going anywhere too much at the moment. And Man United stopped because they wanted the free kick. The refs had none of it. And now have Spurs got a counter-attack. Here's Kulusevski on the right. He slowed it down way too much for me. Gone into Bergvall. For me, I thought we were away there. I don't know why Kulu stopped there. I don't know why he stopped. I thought we were away there. Anyway, the ball's gone over to this left-hand side. Maddison into Tell. Tell goes all the way back home. We're not seeing too much of Tell so far. And I think this is the biggest problem. I think this is definitely the biggest problem. He is far too slow. He's a very good technical footballer, but he is too slow. Here's Bentancur. Here's Spence. Maddison now. Man United have got lots of bodies back in the box, but Spurs have started to get a few in there as well. Here's Son. Back to Maddison. Back to Spence. Spence is going to go back to Maddison, is he? No, he's going to run at his man. He whips the ball in instead. Brought down by Tell. Laid off. Here's Kulu. Takes a shot. Good block by Maguire. And then headed clear by Mazraoui. But Spurs are going to come again. Here's Maddison. He's looking very sharp today, James Maddison. Here's Spence, lays it off to Son, who gives it away. And now Man United can clear the ball, but they're making a meal of it as well, clearing the ball. Here's Xerxes, and Xerxes is fouled. I tell you what, there's more goals in this game. There's more goals in this game. There's a ball over the top, but Garnacho is clearly offside, and everyone can calm down a little bit. I agree. I agree. I think the difficulty you've got is, can you play Maddison and Kulu both in the centre? For me, I'd always pick Maddison, for me, because look at Maddison now. Maddison gets on the ball. He makes things happen all game. But, hey, Kulu, we've seen he can cut in, grab a goal. We've not seen it for a while. Be nice to see it today. Here's Ben Davis. He plays it out wide to Jed Spence. And this Man United team, to me, do look like a team very low on confidence. And I think they're there for the take it. Here's Spence, lays it into Bergvall. Bergvall thought about the shot. He dummied, tried to play a short pass, and then lost the ball. Should have had a shot for me. Anyway, here's Danso. He goes across to Davis. I think we're going to have a lot of the football for the rest of this game. He goes into Kulu. Kulu with a good turn and then tackled, and Man United win the ball, but we win it back. Man, you have no outball here, so I think we're going to see a lot of the football. They really don't have an outball. His son, he goes back to the halfway line for Bentancur. Bentancur turns, plays it into Ben Davis. All is calm at the moment. Nothing to panic about yet. Here's Danso. And wins the foul. I mean, it's a soft foul, but he wins the foul. He played for it. Hoyland, hook, line, and sinker, fell for it. And Tottenham have a free kick that's gone immediately to Ben Davis. Now Bentancur to Ben Davis. Ben Davis is going to play this out wide. And wins a free kick. The free kick for the foul on Maddison by Mazraoui. Maddison just makes things happen. I know people always say, oh, you love Maddison. I like footballers that make things happen. Kudos, I think you're being a bit silly here. I think you're being very, very silly. I mean, we're 1-0 up. I don't know what you mean by schooling. This is a very poor Man United side. I feel like football fans just get a little bit too carried. This is why people get carried away so easily. Let's wait until we've won this game and battered them or something before we start talking about that. Good turn by Jed Spence. One back by Bruno. And then no free kick given. I thought it was a free kick. And Spence gives the ball away. Maguire stepped into midfield. He's still going. Maguire is still going. Lays it off to Hoyland. Hoyland turns, he was going to shoot, turns, pulls the ball back, and the ball is left, and Spurs can clear it. Spurs have cleared it well. And then Maddison plays it out wide to Son. Son gives the ball away. He's dreadful lately, isn't he, Sonny? Dreadful play. And now Man United have got the ball again. Good move by Xerxes. And Man United are shifting the ball a bit quicker in this attack. The ball goes through to Xerxes. Xerxes twists, turns, has a shot from 20 yards, just wide of the goal from Xerxes. Again, Sonny, the weak link for me. He's the weak link. Anytime a ball goes into him. This is why whenever I've said down the years about, is he a world-class player? For me, world-class players kill that ball stone dead. He doesn't, for me. But Spurs live to fight another day. The shot from Xerxes was just wide, but Man United have won the ball back in midfield. Here's Xerxes again, lays it off. Here's Bruno Fernandes. The ball's being played through. They're through on goal. I'll tell you what a let-off for Spurs. What an absolute let-off for Spurs. Garnacho found himself in all sorts of space. Where's the right back? Where on earth is our right back? And Garnacho from about 12 yards has missed a sitter. Wow. Very lucky. Spurs, very lucky. Learn from that. But where was Porro? Again, where is our right back? Kulu gives the ball away again. One back by Bentancur. Where is our right back when we're defending? Here's Xerxes. Man United starting to make a few things happen now. And they've won the ball back again. There's Maguire, but he's headed it out for a throw. But Garnacho, I would have expected him to put that in the bottom corner. We've got away with one there. He took the ball out of his feet and skied it, and Amorim is beside himself. Amorim is beside himself. Spurs need to cut off that supply on the right-hand side because, again, Pedro Porro is nowhere to be seen. Missing every single time. Here's Man United winning the ball in midfield. Here's Xerxes, lays it off to Garnacho. Garnacho pings the ball all the way over to, it's a good ball to Dalot. Dalot has the crossover. Spurs, I tell you what, the ball's been kept in. It's whipped in again, saved by Vicario. And I tell you what, we've just started to be really sloppy, haven't we here? But Bergvall can drive through midfield. Casemiro looks like he's running in treacle. Here's Bergvall. He's still going. And then he turns back. We love turning backwards. I've noticed that. There's Maddison. Plays it into Spence. Spence out to Son. Go on, Sonny. Whip that in. Top corner. Sonny twists, turns, gives the ball away. He is gone, isn't he? He might get the odd goal, but he's so... I don't know. It's just... I don't know. And now Man United are on the attack. Man United down the left-hand side, on Porro's side, as always. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno shoots from about 40 yards. His teammates aren't happy with him. And the ball cannoned off the player. And now Tell's gone down injured from a foul. And it's a free kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Tell is back on his feet. Oh, God, it's never easy, is it? It's never easy. We put ourselves in danger all the time. We're just so wide open. Wayne, so wide open. Tell you what, if Garnacho had been a bit more composed there, you know, they've had some good chances in this game, Man United, and we need to really capitalise on the fact that they didn't take any of them. So yeah, big up to Wayne. Hope you're well, my man. Here's Danso. Plays the ball across to Vicario. Vicario into Ben Davies. It's almost like, man, you don't do anything for 5 minutes, then spring into life with a flurry. And we've just got to make sure that when they're not doing anything is where we capitalise. There's a ball played down to Son. He's in space, left-hand side, taken a touch, laid it back, shot, saved by Onana. It was better from Son this time. He laid the ball off to Tell. Tell whipped I think it was a left-footed shot. He was onside, Son. He got in behind, laid it back to Tell. Tell, for me, there wasn't really a lot in the shot. The keeper was always going to save it. But again, much simpler. When we don't complicate things, much simpler. And the shot by Tell was turned around the corner by Onana, and it's a corner kick to Tottenham. On the left-hand side, is my 3-1 prediction going to be right? Sonny's going to whip this in, right-footed. It's cleared away in the 6-yard box, only as far as Kulu, who twists, turns, lays it back to Maddison. He gives it to Bentancur. He gives it to Kulu on the left, back to Bentancur. The three of them in a triangle on this left-hand side. The ball's gone all the way to the edge of the penalty area with Tell, and the ball was played off him by Mazraoui for a Manchester United throw. So, interesting game. It's been a lively 27 minutes. Lots of chances at each end. And Tottenham Hotspur are 1-0 up. That's what matters at the moment. That's what matters at the moment. Let's just see what's going on here. I could tell you that team will get absolutely roasted. For me, that's just not good enough. Not for me, mate. Not for me. No, I don't believe this internet vegetable. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that at all. But Maddison has won the ball back off Bruno Fernandes. Gives it to Ben Davies. Maddison now into Kulu, back to Maddison. Everything's going through James Maddison. Here's Bergvall. He plays it out wide to Porro. Porro, is he going to get the crossing? No, lays it back to Bergvall. Here's Bentancur, plays the ball through, and the ball was played through it, and it almost looked like the lip was waiting for Onana to come and claim it, and he didn't. And in the end, ends up skewing the ball wide. Sorry, I thought someone was. Yeah, Ben Davies now at the back. So this is one of Man United's quiet periods. It's when they have that little flurry that I worry. Here's Porro out wide to Kulu, who not been in the game yet. Kulu plays the ball down the line to Porro. Porro whips it across, cleared by Dalot. Wasn't the worst ball in the end, but there was no one in that box. Here is Danso, gives it to Bergvall out wide. He goes back to Danso. He gives it into Bentancur. So Spurs having a lot of the football here, as we thought. And then Spurs luckily get the ball back. James Maddison now to Son. Son turns backwards towards Spence. And there's the ball into Bergvall. Yes, a lot of passing, going nowhere at the moment. Lots of left to right, right to left. Here's Bentancur into Danso. And now Danso is going to try and mix it up. He swings a high ball to the back of to the left-hand side of the pitch. Dalot won it in the air, but then one back by Tell. Gave it to Maddison. He gave it back to Tell. Tell laid it out wide to Porro, but the ball was lost. But Man United have no out ball here. At the moment, Man United are sat in. It's almost like they're happy to sit in. And Casemiro wins the ball. Man United are now on the break. It's 4-on-4. It's a good ball into Bruno Fernandes. Spurs have got defenders back, but Bruno Fernandes whips it in, and it's not a good ball, and Spurs can clear it. But we look on again. Teams on the break against us is where they look dangerous. But here's Sonny down the other end. He's one-on-one with Mazraoui. Mazraoui did well, but Sonny's still got it. And he's laid it back to Spence. Spence goes inside to Bentancur. He plays it into Tell. And then Maddison wants the free kick. The referees let a lot go today. And now Man United can bring it out, and they've lost the ball. And now Bentancur can win it back. It's all very sloppy at the moment. Here's Spence. Here's Kulu. He goes back in to Porro, back to Danso. A lot of patient build-up would be the kind word of saying it. Slow is another word. Boring is another word. But here's Spence. We've had 76% possession in the last 10 minutes. But as I said, I don't think this Man United team's got enough to worry us. I don't. I think they have their little flurry, but I don't think from a footballing perspective, this Man United team's got enough, if I'm honest. Here's Spence down the left-hand side to Son. Of course, Son lays it off 5 yards to Spence. Son might as well not be playing. You might as well have a youngster out there. And now the ball goes to Danso. He plays it into Bergvall. He's got a little bit of time. Does well. Sidesteps the tackle. Plays it out wide to Kulu. Needs to see something from Kulu here. He's been really disappointing. Plays a decent ball into Bentancur. And then Bentancur gives the ball away. But De Ligt can only clear it. And Tottenham have a corner kick. Tottenham have a corner kick. Yeah, Man United are what I thought they would be. By the way, Man United have conceded 12 set pieces this season, which is the second highest in the Premier League. Wolves have conceded 19, Man U 12. So I would expect us to... It's strange when you think about that. When you think about some of the size and the height in the Man United team, you would think they'd be pretty good at these situations, but apparently not. And the cross comes in, and again, they're flapping around, and a free kick given for the foul. I think it was possibly Bergvall on Casemiro, and it's a free kick to Man United. So at the moment, Tottenham looking, dare I say it, comfortable. We've had a couple of flurries from Man United to worry about, but again, as I say, when we're on the ball, we seem to be comfortable. but when we're defending, we look awful. So we need to make sure that, you know. Well, I mean, when you're saying that, Madders has been the one pulling the strings. Like, I mean, Madders is the one getting on the ball, playing it from left to right into the forwards. Again, Madders is always the scapegoat from fans, always. You know what? If I was Maddison, I'd hand in a transfer request. I don't think some of our fans deserve him as a playmaker, if I'm brutally honest. Now the ball's played back in by Maddison into Ben Davis. Here's Spence. Goes back into Ben Davis. It's really hard, isn't it, to keep like Ball goes out wide to Danso. Danso fires a ball into Tell. Tell gives it away. Bruno Fernandes lost the ball, but then Maddison lunged for a tackle on Mazrao, and it's a free kick. To be fair, the ref's letting a lot go. You know. Yeah, but I mean, Bruno tried a little back heel. It was almost a hospital ball, and it actually worked in his favour in the end because Maddison was diving in. But here's Man United. They've got a free kick in the centre circle. They haven't done anything for a while here, but the ball goes right to the back post. There's Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire couldn't bring it out the air, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Just need to see a bit more from Kulu, from Son, from Tell. I need to see a bit more from these players for me. Bentancur plays it down the line into Son. He gives it to Spence, who's driving forward. Spence plays it down the line. It's not the worst ball in the world. And Tell's got the ball. He's running at his man, cuts back in, goes back to Spence. Spence plays the ball out wide, and it's going to go all the way out for a corner. No, Decky keeps it in and then wins the throw on. For me, there's too much turning back. Tell for me, stand your man up, have a dig, whip the ball in. It's too much sideways, too much backwards and sideways. Here's Bergvall to Bentancur, who's got space now, puts it out to Porro. Porro whips a ball in, really, really poor ball from Porro, and it's a goal kick to Man United. Just for me, just need to move it quicker. You know, I know people will say that we have, 60, 70% of the ball, but it's all very much sideways and cutting in. Yeah, it's not for me. Here's Dallo. He goes back to Mazraoui, who dinks it forward. But again, every time they dink it forward, it's straight to a Spurs player. And Spurs have got the ball again in midfield. Here's Bergvall into Bentancur. And here's Bergvall. We have a lot of the ball in this area. I tell you what, that is a perfect way to say a lot of ineffective possession. Fair play. I agree with that. Now, Man U have won the ball in midfield. Now they've played it into Casemiro. There's a foul there, is it? I think he's given a foul. I think he's going to bring the ball back for a foul. It looked to be a foul. He tried to play the advantage, but I think it was that Danso came out? Maybe it wasn't Danso. Sorry, one of the Spurs players. Let's have a look. So the ball was played into Casemiro, and it was Ben Davis who ran out, clattered into him. He did a Romero. And a free kick won by Man United. But it's a free kick to Man U. So about 45, 50 yards from goal, maybe 45. About 40 odd yards, 45 yards from goal. Man U have got a lot of players out on this right-hand side. The ball is whipped in by Casemiro, and that's a poor one. Oh, Vicario's lost it, and the referee has given a free kick. It was offside. It was a poor ball in, but Vicario flapped, but the offside had gone. Let's have a look at this again. How many of them were offside? 1, 2, 3 of them were offside. So yeah, poor from Man United. And then to be fair to Vicario, De Ligt went into him, and to be fair to him, it was probably going to be a foul. So Man United, I mean, they are what I thought they'd be. For me, they are what I thought they would be. Here's Jed Spence running through, fouled this time by Dalot. Is that Dalot? I think that's Dalot, yeah. And it's a free kick to Tottenham in our own half. I mean, a weird game, this, isn't it? So Man United win the ball in midfield again. There's a foul by Bentancur. This is a battering. What do you mean? What, 1-0? I don't quite think it is a battering. Not for me, it isn't. I mean, Man United have had more shots. We've had more possession, but yeah, I think we do look very sloppy in midfield, don't we? Anyway, here's Bruno Fernandes with another free kick, this time just to the right of the centre circle. He plays the ball down the line. Casemiro brings it down brilliantly. Now dinks it to the back post. A really high ball. It's floating around in there. Spurs can't clear it. Spence in the end can. That ball seemed to be in the air for ages. Now Man United win it back, and Tottenham have got players back. Yeah, I would go along with that. Lots of people saying 2 poor teams. I agree. I feel like we have a lot of possession, but a lot of not really doing a lot with it possession. Casemiro goes to ground. He thinks he won the ball. The referee said free kick and yellow card. So it looks like both Casemiro and Son are down. Son is holding his calf. Yeah, not been the greatest quality of game, but I'd like to see that again. I think Casemiro looks like he's coming from behind there. Let's have a look what happened here. I mean, is there really a lot in that? I don't think there was loads in that, was there? I mean, it was a foul, but I don't know why people get yellow carded for these things now. But it does look, Sonny is still down. I'll be honest, it won't be the biggest loss if he has to go off. He's not going off at the moment, but Ruben Amorim just having a little chat with Diego Dalot on the sideline. Ange, hands in pockets. Just kidding. So at the moment, yeah, this first half is petering out, isn't it? It's not been a great game, but listen, we've got to get a win. Casemiro, just confirmation that he has been shown the yellow card. I mean, all of this pass across the back and the sides, and that's fine if you win the game. If you don't win the game, it's just boring as hell, isn't it? Michael, what really well put. Really well put. I think you're seeing why both these two teams are down in the bottom half, right? I think there's a distinct lack of quality in both teams. Again, we're more drilled as a possession-based team. They're not. But at the moment, not a great standard by both teams. But we've got the lead, and that's what matters. Jed Spence loses the ball. Here's Maguire. He gives the ball away. Maddison plays it into Bentancur, into Bergvall. He pops it into Danso. Not a good first touch, but he's going to bring it out, is he? Into midfield. He's still going. Danso did well in the end. I thought he was going to lose it. Did well in the end. And now Danso still continuing his run. And Bergvall tried an audacious pass. It didn't work, but Maddison brings it out of the air brilliantly. Great turn from Maddison. He then lays it off to Son. He's a good footballer, Maddison. Son whips the ball in. Harry Maguire got the head on it, and then Onana comes and claims it. So 2.5 minutes to go. Tottenham have won. Porro nearly nicked in the other team's half, but he couldn't quite keep it in, and it's a throw into Man United. Renegade Sound, if we want to talk about possession and you want to think that's a battering, sure, but they've had more opportunities, so does that mean they're battering? I mean, I think it's just silly sayings for silly sayings' sake. I think it's 2 poor teams, in my opinion. They're just poorer than us, which is what I thought it was going to be. So I throw into Spurs on the left-hand side. Big up to Dan Brian Wright, who has become a new YouTube member. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. We've not had many subs in this show, so a new member is very welcome. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that, Dan. Thank you. And there's a free kick given away for the foul on Jed Spence, and we're just trickling down to half time. It's not going to go down as a great first half of football from either team, but we are winning. We are winning, and that's the main thing. James Maddison's goal. We've had a shot I can remember from Tell that was pushed around the post. Other than that, we haven't really created a lot. Well, this is the question. Will they be? This is the question. Yeah, I remember that game. Yeah, Spence for me having a good game here. Spence having a good game. So Sonny with a free kick. Can Spurs get a second and take a commanding lead into half time? We've got a good opportunity here to do so. Sonny's going to whip the free kick left-hand side. He's going to be right-footed. It's going to be an in-swinger, and it's cleared by, I think that was Bruno Fernandes, then swiped by Højlund, but then cleared again by his captain, Bruno Fernandes, who's everywhere. Xerxes brings it down. The ball is then cleared. It's all very scrappy in there. It's all very scrappy in there. And then Man United have got the ball. It's all so scrappy. Man United have now given the ball away by Bruno Fernandes. It's so scrappy. I can really see why both these two teams are in the bottom half of the table. Here's Tell. He loses the ball and is kept in by De Ligt. That was poor from Tell. Haven't really seen a lot of him today. I know he had that shot. Here's Dorgu, and he's fouled by a combination of Bergvall and one other. There's going to be 1 minute of added time. We've got 1 minute to see this half out. Dorgu plays the ball into Garnacho. Garnacho goes into Casemiro. He goes back to Maguire. So Spurs have got 45 seconds not to do anything silly. That's all we've got to do. Here's Dalot. He goes back to Mazraoui. At the moment, all is going to plan. We're winning 1-0. Man United have no out ball, but here's Dalot on the right-hand side. He plays it into Casemiro. Casemiro to Bruno. Bruno to Mazraoui. He now switches the play from right to left. Man United are going to come down the left now. And now the ball is at the feet of Dorgu. He goes into Garnacho. Garnacho to Casemiro. We've got 15 seconds to hold out. De Ligt now. He plays a ball again, loads of space from Dalot on this side. Dalot whips the ball in. It's flicked up off Ben Davies, and the referee blows the whistle for what was a very mediocre game of football. But Tottenham are winning, and that is what counts. Let me just stop the timer and change everything here. Bear with me 1 second. Let me do this as quickly as possible. 45. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Come on, please get this right first time. Savva. Yeah, I think I've done that. There we go. Guys, not a classic. But the only thing that matters is the little thing that says 1 under the cockerel and 0 under the Red Devil. So Tottenham are winning 1-0. Man United have had their chances. Spurs have had a couple of chances. But at the moment, a very poor game of football. We just got to get to full time and get this win under our belts. My 3-1, I'm not sure how confident I am with that. Maybe we up the ante in the second half. Steve Combo has said 2 poor teams. Guys and girls, give me your 5-word answers. Give me your 5-word answers. How do you think Spurs have played? How are you summing up that first half? Dirty Sanchez said, lucky they are shite. Told you before the game, I fully expect to win this game. We've just got to make sure that we don't keep leaving. Dalot is not being marked by Spence, and Dorgu is not being marked by Porro. Now, it's very rare, but when they do come forward, Phil Coys, that's not true at all, is it? They've not had one chance. They've had 7 or 8 chances. That's not true. Again, Phil, I know you want to do the positive thing, but they've had some very good chances in that first half. But we are 1-0 up, and I agree for once. I do agree with Plasma TV. I think you get a second, the game is wrapped up. But For me, it's difficult, isn't it? They're sitting in, they've got 10 men behind the ball, so to speak, and they're quite happy to counter-attack. And our passing is too slow to kind of open them up. If we're going to keep playing the ball out wide to Son, out wide to Kulu, it's got to stop being five-yard passes inside. 5-yard passes inside. 5-yard passes inside. So for me, listen, they're there for the taking. They're not great. They are a team that are an utter mess. They need the summer more than any other team I know to work on whatever Amarim wants to do with them and get some players in. But at the moment, 1 goal, it's very, very tight. Listen, I just don't think the front three really works for me. I don't think the front three works. Kulusevski has been anonymous in this game, if we're going to be honest. Son hasn't. I think Son had one good moment where he pulled the ball back for Tell to have a shot. But you know, it's other than that, it's been a lot of possession, but nothing to really write home about. Like when I'm seeing like WhatsApp, people going, "Oh, we battered them, we dominated," but we haven't really got anything to write home about other than a chance from Tell. I mean, the goal. Look, they'll be livid. Awful goalkeeping. We don't mind. Very happy with that. The ball was played into the path of Bergvall. His shot was saved by Onana straight into the path of James Maddison, who's not going to miss from 2 to 3 yards. So James Maddison, Phil Coyes. Phil, again, this isn't true. This isn't true. Garnacho had one tipped over by Vicario. Vicario had a low down save from... was it Xerxes? So that's not their only clear-cut chance. No, that's not true. I don't like it when you do this, Phil. You just, I'm not going to say lie, but you just conveniently forget everything that other teams do against us. They had three chances in 30 seconds in the first half. He is, unfortunately. He is. Now, Spurs could play him through on goal in a minute. And he tucks it away. But for me, as a fullback, does he scare the fullback? I don't think he does anymore. Alan Hogan has said, I can't see 1 goal winning this. They had their chances. Well, apparently not. Phil Coyes said they didn't have their chances. So apparently not. But yes, they did have their chances. And we've got to safeguard against that. They're not a team that are going to have a lot of possession, but they will go forward. Nadav has said, everyone's saying Spurs are back. I don't know who's saying Spurs are back. I don't know what that means. Everyone's saying Spurs are back are stupid because next week we will lose and they'll be the same complaining. Both teams have cut through the middle at will. Yeah, I think it's both teams are very poor in midfield. As I said about Man United's midfield, there's only 2 players in there. For me, I think when we're in possession with Bentancur and Bentancur, Maddison, and Bergvall, I think we do okay in midfield. The moment we don't have the ball in midfield, we just look like the parting of the Red Sea, and we've got to safeguard against that. We really, really have. Just seeing the goal again here, yeah, Onana will be disappointed, but James Maddison did what. Let's be fair, he did what good attacking players should do. His instinct was better than the Man United defenders, and he was there to score. And he's still our top goal scorer this time with 9 goals for the season. He's our top Premier League goal scorer. Nabs with 12 at the moment. We 12. Go on, Spurs. David has said, had Maddison to score today. Really happy for him since he gets undeserved criticism. I completely agree with you. Any news? Yeah, apparently it was a very good turnout. We've seen some videos. I mean, they're just showing the Garnacho chance. I mean, again, I'm looking at the back 4 of Spurs. It's not. You can see that they don't work on it in training. You can see it is all over the place. You've got one here, one there, one's down here, one's up there. It's not worked on. And I'm very grateful that Garnacho stuck that over the bar, because if he didn't, we've got a very different game on our hands. We're just too easy to open up. And unfortunately, this is 100% correct. Yeah, he is never in position. And you have to ask, is that the manager? Is that the player? I think the fact that we see it every game means that it is the manager and this is his tactics. Yuku. Well, again, when people said, "Oh, but Adogi played too much and got injured," and he had the chance. And this guy's got to go. If you one more of these, you're gone. It's so silly. Spence for an England call-up. Look, what I would say is I think Spence had a really good game, but to be fair, I do think he's leaving Dallow wide open every time on that right-hand side. So, we've got to balance it. If we're going to say Porro leaves his man free, I think we've got to say the same thing the other side about Spence. Spence going forward looks very good. Right, okay, hang on. Let's get rid of this guy. He's done the same thing about 9 times. There we go. So we got rid of him. So I can't be dealing with trolls anymore. Kulu. Yeah, I think Kulu's been poor for months, if I'm honest. I think Kulu's been poor for months. So I don't expect any different. But he is a player that is capable of doing something. But maybe in this second half, you get Kulu off and you get, I don't know whether Odeber's got 45 in him or Johnson's got 45 in him. Yeah, I mean, both midfields are wide open. Both midfields, but you're right. We've got to exploit it. For me, move it quicker. I think we spend too much time, Phil, passing it out wide and cutting in. I think sometimes go through the middle. Go through the middle. Press with Davis. Yeah, I mean, look, for me, him and Danso need to start getting on the same wavelength. There's a lot of times when the ball goes into our box that they're not set as a centre-back pairing, but if you keep a clean sheet, no one's going to care about that. Johnson can play hide and seek for 45 minutes. Who's it? Kulu has the pace of a 3-legged tortoise. Yeah, I've always said the reason why I don't think he's ever going to be a top player is he hasn't got that burst of pace. He hasn't got that movement to get away from a player. Doesn't have to be 100 miles per hour running, but he tries to drag the team forward and he can't get forward himself. Leah said, "I'll play out from the back. Still worries me. It's okay to go long." So I agree with you. So sometimes you've got to get rid of the football. And look, I mean, they're guilty of that. Let's again playing fair. Man United are guilty of that. I mean, sometimes we're closing them down, and their players are just playing it out the back. And you think, "Go on, keep doing that. We'll press you." And it's a modern theme in Football League now, isn't it? Everyone wants to play it out at every God-given opportunity. Thank you very much for everyone that has subscribed. Let's keep going as we are now only 390 away from 17,000. So if you would smash that button, that would be appreciated. And thank you for the likes. We have just, we are just below 500. We've got 486 likes. Let's have a look. A user, very generous as always, said we get opened like a tin of sardines always. Look, do you know what I would say, a user? This is the problem. When you have so much possession, the moment you get caught on it, because players lose concentration, the moment you get caught on it, you're opening up your team to be counterattacked. And that is what they're doing. That's what everyone does. Now, sorry, do I think they've got the quality to capitalize on that? No, I don't. But what I do know is you can't be giving another chance away like that chance to Garnacho. You just can't do it. If you keep doing that, you're going to get punished. But big up to you. Thank you very much. Quiet on Super Chats today, so I really appreciate that. Harry the Hamster. Jesus, isn't Son so boring to watch now? Yeah, he's gone, hasn't he? Listen, I've got no doubt if we put him through on goal. Sorry. Oh, I've got no doubt if we put him through on goal, he can still finish. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry. Oh, I don't know what happened there. God, can you imagine if I died live on screen? Gosh. Yeah, put him through on goal, he can finish, but his all-round game has gone, hasn't it? His all-round game just looks really shot at the moment. Man said Son needs to come off. Is he causing havoc? I don't watch. I mean, guys and girls, let me know in the chat. Has Son caused havoc? Hasn't really done a lot, has he? He had the chance. I mean, it wasn't the greatest finish, but I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? I feel like we play so slowly that we don't get the ball into the forwards quick enough. I really don't. I'll try not to. I don't know what, something's in my throat. And you know, when you need a proper good, which I can't do live. The two marks have said we are still wide open, Savva. But to be fair, mate, absolutely. Both. I think this is two very poor teams, Mark. I think this is two teams that are so stuck to their process, if you will, if we're going to use that word, that sometimes they forget how to manage a game of football properly. Look, all that matters at the moment, as I said, there's a 1 under the cockerel and a 0 under the little red devil. That's all that matters. Mr. Wignall said, Son hasn't adapted his game. He's also lost his elite traits of pace and explosiveness. I agree. I agree with you, but we've got to find a way to get him into those positions, right, through the channels. At the moment, when he's hugging the touchline, it doesn't really do anything for his game, does it? My views, it would be the most watched video. I reckon it might be the most watched football YouTube video of all time if I just died right now. Thank you. Yes, I'm sure that would be a great comfort to my wife. Phil, yeah, I mean, listen, I want to see him more, right? I think we need to see more as to what does he do. It's hard. I just genuinely don't think we get the ball into him quickly enough. I really don't. Don't die, Savva. You're the only fan in our family with common sense. There's a lot of people with common sense. There's a lot of people. Listen, it's all good. There's some people that get overexcited. There's some people that just want to stay positive. Fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's some people that just want to bury their head in the sand. Fine. Nothing wrong with that. And there's some that I like to think I'm realistic, but some people think that's negative. Fine. It is what it is, right? What am I getting an alert? Oh, yeah. Madison gives Spurs halftime lead. I am Robert Tree has said playing Son is like playing with 10 men. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. He does every now and then he does something good, but I don't know, just at him on the left, it doesn't really scream danger to the fullback, does it? Hey, it is what it is. Casemiro, as I stated, yeah. Listen, I think we've got to go for that, right? Casemiro, as I said, he's the only real proper out and out central midfielder. The only proper out and out central midfielder in that team. I mean, Bruno's a bit more of a playmaker, so we've got to capitalise on that. So hey, mate, all good. Just sore, very sore, but meds are good for that. Very sore. It's not the end of the world. It just means I can do less and less and less during the day. Stian has said, I'm just tired of this sideways football. Well, guys and girls, we are about to get the second half underway. When you do a watch along, half times seem to take forever. So it's going to be Man United will get us underway. They just showed the Man U bench again. It's so funny seeing all these teenagers and then Lindelof. I think Lindelof is like 30 or something. He's just sitting there like a dad. I know, Mark, I didn't bring any chocolate. I need chocolate. I wonder if anyone will hear that and bring it up. By the way, that's obviously aimed at my wife, the only person in the house. Absolutely, BT. Big up to you. Thank you very much. But we are going to get the second half underway. Here is Bruno Fernandes. It's going to be interesting to see what subs both teams do here. I mean, Man U have got zero options other than Lindelof and kids. And Tottenham have got some players coming back from injury. So I suppose it shows how I suppose it will show how fit they are and ready to go. But anyway, here we go. Second half has started. Man United have lost the ball. And Jed Spence has got the ball. He plays it into Madison, who dinks the ball over the top. Not one of his greatest balls. And then Mazraoui can get it back to Onana, who slices it clear. And I'm not mixing my words. Slices it. Here's Casemiro. He now plays the ball over the top. It's a good ball, actually. Kulusevski with a foul on Xerxes, and now Kulusevski goes down holding his face. That gives me a chance to say thank you very much to a user who said, wow, I just saw the protest videos. Thousands of protesters out there. Well done. And my utmost respect and love to you all. Come on, you Spurs. What a very nice message. And thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate that. And then Mike Pepper said, Sav, I hope you're well. Just got back from from demo. Good turnout. Saw the boys. Ange Levy out. Big up to you, Mike. I really appreciate that as well. So thank you to you two guys. That's very, very generous of you. Thank you. I've never been a channel that gets loads and loads and loads of super chats. So when I do, I am very, very grateful to people. So thank you very much for that. I know, mate. I know. There's a cross from the free kick. Harry Maguire heads it back in. Maddison can't clear it, but Bentancur can. Now it goes out to Tell, who's on the left-hand side, just by the halfway line. And again, we never turn and go. He's gone backwards to Spence, who's given the ball away. Why do our forwards never turn and go and run at players? Everything's always slowed down. Here's Bruno. He loses the ball. Really poor ball from Bruno. And Maddison can capitalise. Gives it to Bergvall. He left that for Kulu. Kulu now back to Bergvall, to Porro. Porro tries to play the ball in, but it's blocked by Bruno Fernandes. And now Man United's making a meal of clearing it. Bergvall wins it back. Dorgu wins it back. Footballers just don't clear the ball anymore, do they? They can't clear the ball, and we can't keep hold of it. It's ridiculous. Honestly, the comedy of errors from both teams there. You're thinking, oh, they're going to clear it. Oh, no, they haven't. Oh, we're going to keep hold of it. Oh, no, we haven't. They're going to clear it. But Spurs get a corner out of that somehow. But listen, I would expect us to grab another goal soon. I really would. I would be absolutely gutted to not win against this Man United team. So a corner kick is going to be swung in by Porro. Out swing, and Harry Maguire wins it. There was no one near him, to be fair. Maddison plays the ball back out wide. Porro can whip the ball in again, and it's gone over everyone. Ben Davies lays it off to Bergvall. His shot was blocked, and it went into the path of Tell, who kind of didn't catch it correctly, and the ball dribbled into the arms of Onana. And now Man United have got the ball on the right-hand side. Both these two teams won't be making a DVD of this game, will it's not been a good standard of football. Here's Dorgu. He gives it away. And now Spurs can come forward, can they? Maddison gives it to Bergvall, to Bentancur. He plays it along nicely to Spence. Spence goes out wide one more time to Son. Son, guess what he did? He played it 5 yards back into the path of Bentancur. And now Maddison can come and take control of the ball. He gets it, gives it to Son, gets it back, gives it to Bentancur. Now Bentancur goes into Davis. And now Danso has played it into Kulu, who's given the ball away. Højlund tries to head it in. Both teams giving the ball away like you wouldn't believe. But now Spurs can come forward on the left-hand side. Spence to Son. Sonny, run at him. Spence whips the... Oh, my gosh. I don't need to say anything, do I? I don't need to say anything. Yeah, mate, it's numb. It's being painkillers at the moment. Wow. Sonny, wow. Anyway, now Man United are going to sweep the ball from right to left to Xerxes. Xerxes plays it into De Ligt, who turns Tell. And now De Ligt plays the ball over the top to Højlund. The referee puts the flag up, and it's going to be a free kick to Tottenham Hotspur for the offside. Big up to Lord Rodney Trotter. Said, big up, Savva. Put it towards some lockets, some lozenges. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, and by the way, don't forget, at 8 p.m. tonight, we've got the Spurs review. So thank you very much, Lord Rodney. So I'm going to have an hour's rest in between this stream and then the next one. And at the moment, we're going to be talking about a Spurs win, but still 40 minutes to go here at White Hart Lane. I'll always call it that. The ref just giving a little talking to Rasmus Højlund. Isn't it getting to the point with Son where it's gone from he's one of our best players to I feel sorry for him, kind of, as Dorgu gets the tackle in on Kulusevski, and it's a throw-in on the right-hand side to Porro, just down by the dugout. The Alaskan Hotspur, so it breaks his heart, or her heart, or their heart, But Son is done. Spurs play the ball down the line. Here's Dorgu, gives the ball away. Honestly, this Man United team are not good in any way, shape, or form. Tell keeps it in and then gives the ball away to Casemiro. He leaves it to Maguire. Maguire plays it into Garnacho, who turns his man, tries to go down the line, and then the throw goes to Spurs. It was played off of Garnacho. Yeah, not the greatest game, but just gotta get over the line, I suppose, is all you would say at this stage. I mean, I'm not really sure either side could gloat about this performance, but hey, we're winning 1-0. Maddison punches the ball back into Davis. He gives it back to Maddison. He goes down the line to Spence. Mazraoui's holding him up. Spencer's done really well. He's gone past him. He's going to whip that in left-footed. It's come all the way across. Oh, it came all the way across goal. And Tell leaning back. Oh, Tell leaning back and didn't really get a good shot on there. Spence did brilliantly. Spence did absolutely brilliantly. Laid it back. Kulu got a touch, sorry, as I'm seeing now. He laid it into the path of Kulu. Kulu side-footed it on, and it went just behind Tell. Just behind Tell. I mean, John, we are winning at the moment, mate. We are winning. I think we are going to win this game. Have no fear. I just can't see that they've got anything here. I fully believe we're going to run out comfortable winners in this game. But it's not been good to watch, has it? So let's just get through, get 3 points, get into 12th place. There's the ball over the top. Man United are offside, but the shot has gone anyway, and Vicario saves it. The ref, I think, was letting play go on because of the situation, and VAR can pull it back. But let's have a look. Yeah, it's tight. It's tight, but I mean, it's difficult to see. Both were leaning, but it's one of those ones could go either way. But Vicario, the shot was straight at him. He saved it, parried it out, and now Tottenham had the ball, so it was offside. Here's Jed Spence, plays it into James Maddison. He plays it out wide to Son, who gives it away. Sonny is dreadful now, isn't he? And now Man United are trying to build up through midfield. Xerxes with a crossfield ball. Danso clears it only as far as Rasmus Højlund. And Man United going forward look absolutely, is the word spent, lackluster, void of ideas. But here they are with De Ligt. Here's Bruno Fernandes. He dinks the ball out wide to Dalot. Manu, yeah, they don't really have an out ball. So we're tucked in. We look pretty comfortable at the moment. Here's Maguire, sidesteps Tell, plays a good ball out wide to Dalot. Now Mazraoui into Casemiro. He plays the ball down the line to Xerxes. Not really going anywhere quick, Man United, but there's Xerxes. Plays the ball through to Garnacho. Garnacho's through on goal, has the shot saved, pulled back, and Man United with another chance. They cut through us there far too easily. Again, teams cut through Tottenham at will, and now we're giving the ball away for fun. Man United have got the ball again. Casemiro turns, gives the ball to Bruno Fernandes. He lays the ball off to Xerxes. Xerxes going to lay that back, is he, to Dalot. Another save, though, from Vicario, and Man United are having the better chances in this game of football. A really poor Man United, by the way, having the better chances in this game. Here's Maguire. He's going to play the ball to the left to De Ligt. De Ligt doesn't go to Dorgu. De Ligt floats the ball wide, and it's a poor ball. It's gone all the way over Bruno's head. And Dorgu is really annoyed because he was in space. But Spurs, they're undone by one ball. And again, Garnacho just getting... Porro can't mark a man, can he? Can we all agree on that? I mean, people say, oh, Porro did well to get over, but that's his man. That's his man. United just starting to get a little bit more of the ball. I mean, they're not a possession-based team, are they? Especially as midfield. We've lost the ball again. Here's Cass. We're losing the ball at a rate of knots now. And here's Dorgu. Dorgu drives forward, does he? No, he's still got the ball, but he's played it out wide to Garnacho. He's one-on-one with Porro. He's going to take on Porro. Then he's going to lay the ball all the way to the other side to Mazraoui. Mazraoui slips over, luckily wins the ball back. Otherwise, we would have been away there. Now here's Dalot. Dalot cuts the ball across and it's gone out wide for a goal kick. Dallow's asking for the corner. Yeah, the last 5 minutes has been very poor. The last 5 minutes, we're just starting to see Man United apply some pressure. Just starting to apply some pressure. At the moment, we look really subdued. And there can be no excuse this week of 2 games a week. And we've given the ball away again there. Luckily, and that was Danso. He's given the ball away. Luckily, it's bounced off of Garnacho and gone out for a throw. But I would, if I'm him, I would make changes immediately. Man United are they about to make a substitution? Looks like I don't even have any idea who that is. The young player looks like he's getting ready on the bench. Maybe I read too much into that, but Spurs give the ball away from the throw. Spurs are at the moment, it's really poor. It's really, really poor. And Man United are winning every ball in midfield. And we're lucky that they're a bit lackluster up front. And by a bit lackluster, I mean a lot. Because again, they're having the chances in this game. Bruno whips the ball in. It's gone. A great header by Danso. Ball down by Garnacho. Shoots. Great save. And Xerxes was going to tap it in. Then realised he was offside and left it. Spurs are we're doing what we normally do. We've come out second half and we just look clueless. And Garnacho with yet another opportunity. Good save low down by Vicario. But how many good saves is Vicario having to make? And Man United now are starting to control this game. At the moment, they're starting to control this game. And we look a little bit lost for shape. Bruno lays the ball out wide to Dalot. Dalot cuts in past Spence, lays it off to Bruno. Bruno goes past Son, then whips the ball in. Headed high. Won by Dorgu. Garnacho now can't bring the ball down, and Tottenham are under the cosh. Tottenham are under the cosh here. We are trying to pass the ball at the back and giving it away for fun, and we look all over the place at the moment, and we need to ride this storm. So Garnacho, that was a good effort from him and an even better save low down. You would expect him to make the save, but it was a good, strong hand from Vicario. And well, the ball landed in front of the Man United player, but he would have been off. And now we've given the ball away again in midfield. We've given the ball away again, and Bruno is just starting to get on the ball. And in the last 5 minutes, we have not had the ball in their half. Can we get the ball in their half now? Yes, we can. Sonny is going to run and drive through. What have you got, son? Oh, Sonny. Oh, Sonny. He's so poor now, isn't he? So poor. But Man U are starting to... Man U in the last 5 minutes. Oh, it's a great ball. We're under the cosh again here. Here's Dorgu. Plays the ball. I mean, to be fair, Dorgu should have done better there, but the offside flag went up, and Spurs are under the cosh. Nothing again. Another. You're not allowed to say it, though. He was offside, Dorgu. But Spurs are just, again, how much space we want to give Dorgu and Dalot is unbelievable. Can we now put our foot on the ball and be a bit calmer? Here's James Maddison. He's laid it out to Spence. Spence gives it to Son. Come on, Son. You've got to do better. Sonny now lays it off 5 yards to Maddison. Maddison thinks a good ball into Tell, turns, shoots, and I think it's taken a deflection for a corner. It wasn't. Let's have a look. So Maddison played the ball over the top. There was just no real conviction from Tell for me there. It was like he took an age to bring it down, and yeah, but it is a corner to Spurs. But at this stage, I'll be honest, I would like to see someone different on that left, Moore or Odegaard. It's going to be a corner from Son. Can we get a goal against the run of play and make this 2-0? Sonny goes short with the corner to Maddison. Maddison turns, runs, pulls the ball across, and it's cleared. Now Sonny takes it out of his feet. Sonny with a shot, and it's blocked and gone wide. Just need a bit more That was better from Son. He got it out his feet quicker and had a shot. But at the moment, we stemmed the flow that was going the other way. And at the moment, our midfielders started to look non-existent. Bergvall and Bentancur, I haven't seen them in this second half. For me, I think you need to get the legs of Basuma and Sarr on, if we're honest. That's just my opinion. Here's Porro with a corner kick. At the moment, the ball's flicked on, cleared by Man United. And now can Spurs come again? We can. Here's Pedro Porro, right-hand side, plays the ball in. It's gone over everyone. And then the shot by Tell is blocked by Mazraoui. So Spurs now with a chance to put some pressure on. Maddison turns, gives the ball to Spence. And again, Maddison is the one that when he gets the ball, he's the one dictating where it goes. Here he is again. Lays it off to Tell. Tell sidesteps past his player. Sonny lays it off to Porro. Is he going to get the cross in? He gives it to Kulu. Kulu turns his man. Hasn't got the legs to get past his man. And now Man United are going to clear it, are they? Bruno Fernandes clears it. He clears it well, actually. But really well won back there by James Maddison. Our midfield's non-existent. Our midfield is non-existent at the moment. Here's Spence, lays it off to Tell, easily taken off him. And now Man United are going to come forward again, are they? There's a foul by Tell, I believe, on Casemiro. This second half has been a lot better for Man U than Tottenham. And Sarr and Brennan Johnson are coming on for Tottenham. Sarr and Brennan Johnson. Trust me, you're never going to see Archie Gray in centre mid. Maybe we will at the end of this game. James Maddison's coming off. I can only assume he isn't fit enough to play because he's the one that's creating everything. He is the one creating everything. He's the one building everything up. And he's the one coming off. I can only assume he's not fit. I can only assume that. So Maddison goes off. Bergvall goes off. To be fair, Bergvall, I thought, was decent in the first half. He's been non-existent in the second half, so I think it makes sense to make that sub. Brennan Johnson's going to go right, I'm guessing, which means Kulu can go into the middle. He never takes Kulu off, does he? You know, he never takes Kulu off. Poor bloke. So let's see what difference that makes, because I thought Maddison was the one player that was getting on the ball, making things happen. There's the ball down the line to Man United. Rasmus Højlund being chased by Davis, holds the ball up into Dalot. Dalot now to Casemiro. Casemiro has the ball taken off him by Son. Too slow from Casemiro there. Well worked back by Son. And now Tottenham. Can we counter-attack? We can. Here's Brennan Johnson. One-on-one with De Ligt. And, of course, Brennan Johnson's cross was rubbish, but gets a corner from it. That boy can't cross a football, can he? Brennan Johnson. Honestly, when Spurs are playing, it's almost like a comedy of errors most of the game, isn't it? Gary, I can only assume that Maddison isn't fit enough, because if not, I think it's madness. Madness, but hey, it is what it is. Corner comes in, headed away by Man United. Dallow's going to go and retrieve that, is he? No, Brennan Johnson gets there first. Brennan Johnson's kept it on. And then, is that a free kick? Is he given a free kick or a throw-in? Yeah. Well, listen, it's going to be an interesting last 25 minutes here. Look, I thought we would win this comfortably, and we still could, but Man United have been by far the better team this second half to Tottenham. But we have stemmed that flow. That flurry of chances kind of went. And now Tottenham have an opportunity from a free kick here. Let's see how big a mistake it is taking Maddison off. It might not be, but for me, he was the one controlling things for Spurs. Here's Sonny. He's going to whip in a cross. It's flicked over by everyone and gone out for a corner. It wasn't a great cross. It flicked into Kulu and off the Man United player. Look, guys, I think we have to. I think Maddison, he hasn't played for a while. I reckon it must be that. But we'll see. We'll see, won't we? Bruno Fernandes wins the ball and then keeps the ball from going off for a throw, lays it back into Casemiro. He lumps it forward, given away. And Man U have kind of lost their way again in the last few minutes. The Spurs just starting to get on the ball a little bit more like we did in the first half. Here's Son. Too slow. It's too slow. Puts his foot on the ball. Jed Spence does well to beat his man. It's too slow from Son. Too slow. Here's Bentancur. He lays the ball out wide to Sarr. Sarr's going to drive him from the left. So slow. We just don't move it quick enough. And now he's gone out to Spence. Just move it quicker. Spence then does well to keep hold of the ball. He had two men on him. Managed to keep the ball. And the ball's gone out wide to Bentancur. Does well there, Bentancur. Not really seen him in this second half. He lays it off now to Spence. And Spence cuts inside. He's done well there. Is he going to have a shot? He's had a shot straight into it. I called it a shot. It was more like a pass straight into the arms of Onana. I'm really interested to see what Man United do if they do make any subs, because it will be kids if they do. So it's going to be very interesting. Here's Dorgu. He plays the ball into Bruno Fernandes, who's their chief conductor, isn't he? He plays a really good ball, actually, all the way out wide to Dalot. Dalot plays a ball into Højlund, who's going to hold the ball up. He's done well to spin. He's given it to Xerxes. Xerxes let it run. And Spurs are lucky there, because if Xerxes hadn't let that run, they were in. As it happens, we've now got a chance to go at the other end. Here's Brennan Johnson running. Lays it off 5 yards to Kulu. Kulu cuts in, still cuts in, is tackled. Saab regains the ball. Sonny, can he open up and have a shot? He has a shot, and it's off of the foot of Mazraoui and out wide. Son and Kulu, for me, have been really, really poor again today. Kulu, for me, non-existent. I know we're not allowed to say it. I know we're not allowed to say it. But Spurs with a chance from a corner here. Again, we did very well there on the counter-attack. I mean, we're very lucky again that Xerxes, Man U had men over. I thought we were in trouble, but they gave the ball away and we sprung a counter-attack. There's Son, and the corner, really poor corner from Son, goes straight out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick to Man United. So Tottenham have 21 minutes to hang on here. This has not been a classic, guys and girls. This has not been a classic. This isn't one for the ages. Gus Parker, listen, we'll take it, right? We'll take the 1-0. I agree. Wow. I mean, I don't know what's worse here. The racism against Son, or talking about my dog that's dying. Wow. Let's block that person. Wow. What is up with the human race? Needs to be reset. The human race needs a complete reset. The way humans talk to each other nowadays is absolutely disgusting. Man United, are they through here? Danso in a foot race. Danso gets there first. Did well there, Danso. Højlund and Danso. It looked like Højlund was just starting to get the better, and Danso stretched and got the ball. Got the ball back to Vicario. And now Jed Spence, done well again, Jed Spence, but there was a tackle on him and the ball's gone off him. BT, it's got to have a reset. The whole world's gone mad. The whole world's gone mad, mate. Honestly, the way people talk to each other. I know we have football debates and football rows, but the way people talk to each other is disgusting. The internet has allowed that to happen, right? You wouldn't do that to somebody in the street. I disagree. I don't think he's been good today at all. I think we've been wide open in midfield. No, I'm not having that. I'm sorry. Here's the ball out wide. The ball's whipped in, headed clear by Porro. And now Man United have got the ball again. This is going to be, are we going to be Dr. Tottenham here? Here's Dallo on the right-hand side. He's going to whip it in, as he knows. Mazraoui whips it in, headed by, I tell you what, we are a very lucky football team. Man United with the better chances again. It was a really good delivery. And to be fair, I thought it was going miles wide at first, but the cross came in and Xerxes should have scored. And again, another chance for Man United, and Spurs are, we can't defend. We're poor defensively. Big up, Fiona. That's very generous. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He's being sport rotten at the moment. Oh, hang on. Here's Man United. Here's the ball into Garnacho. Cleared, and we've given it away again. What is wrong with Tottenham? Here's Højlund. He cuts in. Saved by Vicario. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with Tottenham? This is two very poor teams. Fiona, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Matt, that's an understatement. Two really poor teams. Really poor teams. I can see why we're 14th and 15th in the table. But thank you again, Fiona. Thank you for that. Wow, Man United, we're looking at their away goals this season. 3 from Diallo, 2 from Martinez, 2 from Rashford, and then 1 for Casemiro, De Ligt, Bruno, and Garnacho. So from the players on this pitch, they've only got 4 away goals this season. You can see why. Wayne, I don't know. At the moment, I'm happy, but I just feel that you know what Spurs are going to do. It's slowly but surely coming, isn't it? They're starting to go through our middle. I just feel it is Bruno. He whips the ball into the back post. Here's Højlund. Højlund drives it across goal and it hits our player and it's a corner kick. It's just starting to, I don't know. It's Spurs. I always worry. I just worry. I just worry so much when we get like this with, 15, 16 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Bruno Fernandes whips the ball in, pushed away by Vicario. It's gone back to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes plays it out wide to Dorgu in loads of space. He whips it in. It's gone all the way through to Casemiro. Casemiro, he wants a penalty. It's not going to get given. I tell you what, though, how are these players in all sorts of space in our box? It is madness. Utter madness. They've won the ball back again here. Here's Xerxes. He's running through. Xerxes. Danso slips. Oh, Danso slipped, but the ball went to Ben Davis, luckily. And he managed to get it to Vicario, who cleared it. And now can Spurs counter-attack? Here's Kulu. Lays it down the right line to Porro. There's the ball over the top. Is Johnson going to get in there on Dorgu? He's crossed it. It's managed to find its way all the way through to Son. The ball is set, and it's a really poor shot from Tell. Not being impressed with Tell's finishing at all here, if I'm honest. Really lackluster finishing. I agree. I've said this for many years. I've said this. Just showing again, it wasn't a penalty. Silly for Spence to put his hands in the air, but I don't think it was a penalty. And now Dorgu plays the ball down the line. Garnacho takes the ball down. Bentancur done well there, tracking back. I tell you what, that's a great way to describe it. It's a great way. It does feel that way. Archie Gray is coming on. I don't know what we're going to do here. Archie Gray is coming on for Tottenham Hotspur with 15 minutes to go. And this is a game right in the balance, isn't it? Another good ball out wide to Dorgu. He's got no one on him. Dorgu plays a good ball into midfield to Casemiro. Now to De Ligt. And Man United are starting to find ways to open us up. Here's Bruno. And now Garnacho is going to run up Porro. Garnacho tackled by Porro. Much better from Porro there. Stood his ground. And now can Tottenham break? Here's Son. He skipped past the player, and then the tackle went in from Dallo, but Sonny's kept it on. Sonny, can he regain his balance? He can. He's one-on-one with Mazraoui. He's still got the ball, but we've now gone nowhere with it. It's like Sonny has all that room to go into. I agree, Soulboy. There's no, you can see we're not a coached football team. It's not coached. You can see it. Still see it. I'm just glad that they can't finish their dinner because they've been, for me, they've had the much better chances in this game. I think we've had more attempts, but I think they've had the much better chances. Let's see. Who do we think Archie Gray's going on for, people? Who do you think Archie Gray's going on for? Who do we think Archie Gray is going to replace in for Spurs? Is it Danso? It's going to be Dan. It's not going to be centre mid, is it? And there, Bentancur loses the ball. One back really well by Sarr. Here's Kulusevski. Kulu going down the right, but with his left foot, he's kind of telegraphed what he's going to do. And Dorgu got the tackle in. He's too slow. Too slow, Kulu. Too slow. If I was a fullback, I'd love to play against Kulusevski. Danso is going to come off. I think Danso is coming off. And Gray going to go in defence. And Basuma's coming on as well. Basuma is coming on as well. So Danso off for Archie Gray, who's going to go in at centre half. And Bentancur, everyone's limping. Like, what is wrong with us? Bentancur's limping. Danso's limping. So Archie Gray comes on. He's going to play centre back. Basuma will slot into centre mid. Can Spurs capitalise from this corner? 2-0, I think, puts the game out of reach. The ball falls to the edge of the box. Basuma with a half volley, cleared by Man United, turned by Johnson, and Johnson falls over. He's so weak, isn't he? He's like a little boy. He's so weak. And now Spurs have got the ball back. It's broken to Son. Sonny, back to Kulu. Kulu shoots. Saved and cleared. Really, I mean, again, it just felt it was a weak shot by Kulu. And now Man United are on the break. And now there's a foul, but the ref has played on. Here's Garnacho. Oh, my gosh. Garnacho plays the ball down the line to Dorgu. He plays the ball in. There's the shot blocked by Jed Spence. And Spurs, it was just too soft. The shot from Kulu, just so weak. And Jed Spence saving Spurs bacon there again. Jed Spence has been my man of the match, if we're going to be completely honest. Again, he saved our bacon. But Kulu, it was, for me, I'm sorry, what is that? He's kind of, it's like he's passed it to the goalkeeper. Like, why don't any of our players, where's the fire? Where's the power? Cross from Man United into the box, cleared off the line by Vicario. Man United are going to come again. The cross goes all the way to the back post. Casemiro keeps it in, but it's cleared. And now they're going to come again, Man United. This has got Dr. Tottenham written all over this, and then a poor cross from Man U out for a goal kick. Tell you what, Kulu, he drives me mad. Put your foot through it. As Ben Davies picks up a yellow card, put your foot through it. It's like we're all so weak. So Ben Davies with a yellow card. I tell you what, I think we're very lucky to be 1-0 here, if we're brutally honest. I know loads of people will come in the chat at the end and tell me that I'm negative, but we are very lucky here. We've given the ball away again. We've won it back, though. And I don't know what's happened there. Maybe a handball or something, but he's given away. Elijah, it's not slander. I just don't think he's this great footballer that many do. I genuinely think he's okay. Like, he just feels a bit meh to me. And every time this happens, it's tiredness. That shot wasn't tiredness. That's not tiredness. Anyway, there's a cross coming from Man U, cleared by Basuma. Man U have got the ball again on the left-hand side. Bruno Fernandes has given the ball away. And now Tell on the counter-attack. What's he got? Tell rolls the ball. And then Brennan Johnson just falls over. Oh, and now here's Kulu again. What are we going to do? He pulls the ball back. Maguire cuts it out easily. It's too weak. But we're too weak. Brennan Johnson, I'm pretty sure, I might be being harsh. We'll see this again. I'm pretty sure he just fell over. Yeah, he fell over by himself. Yeah, man, listen, as I said, he's a good footballer. He's good. The way our fans go on about him, though, yeah, he's all right. He's all right. So, Bentancur's got ice on his knee. No Mikey Moore so far. No Odeberg. No Scarlett. No attacking changes from Ange. Is that going to come back to bite us in the backside? Or can we get a second and kill this game off? Commentating absolutely knackers me out. His Spurs, we've lost the ball again in midfield between Sarr and Basuma. And here's Bruno Fernandes, lays it off to Dorgu. Dorgu's going to whip this across. The ball's gone all the way over and it's a poor cross. And we get away with it again. And we are a terrible team to watch, aren't we? I'm sorry. We're so wide open. We're so wide open. Listen, I'll be glad if we get out of here with 3 points. But, who have we got next week? Sorry, who have we got midweek? No, next week is Ipswich, isn't it? And then Man City. We'll see. If we allow the likes of Marmouche, Foden and Savio to run at us like this, they're going to destroy us. I'll tell you what, if Man U could finish, we'd be banging trouble here. We would be banging trouble here. No, Matt, stop. No, stop. You said it would be a tough game, yeah? They've dominated this second half. No, Matt, no, beggars can't be choosers. No. This is your manager who sets us up like this. How Man U have not scored is absolutely beyond me. Yeah, I mean, imagine what Savio, Marmouche, Foden, what they will do if we play like this. If we play like this, they're going to rip us a new one. If they could finish their dinner, I mean, do you know what? They seem to do everything right, Elijah, until the last bit. Oh, I'll tell you what, we've got to hang on here because this has been horrible second half. Absolutely horrible tactics again. So a corner from Man United, whipped in, won by De Ligt. It's come down. No one can find it. The block cleared. Oh, in the end, cleared. Tell you what, we are hanging on here, aren't we? We are hanging on. Here's Garnacho to Dorgu, who's seen a lot of the football as Dorgu. And Dorgu's going to go down the left-hand side. He beats Brennan Johnson, whips it in. It's cleared by Basuma. Now, can Spurs break? We can. The ball's to Brennan, to Son. Sonny's played it into Tell. What have you got, Tell? What have you got? You're running at your man, one-on-one. Stands him up, lays it off. Oh, that's horrible from Tell. That's terrible by Tell. I've not been impressed with him at all today. I'll give him time. He's young, but... And now Xerxes. Oh, I'll tell you what, we are horrible to watch. Why are we not seeing more or Odeberg or Scarlett or something? Why? Why are we not seeing one of the young, quick players that can run at a man? Here's Dorgu again on the left-hand side. Tell you what, grab the 3 points and get out of here because this has been tough. This has been tough once again. Here's De Ligt. Plays the ball into Maguire. Tottenham have won the ball back in midfield. Here's Sarr. And then the ball is won easily by Mazraoui, and it's a Spurs throw. Tell for me a little bit lightweight. Too lightweight for me. Here's Odeberg. And Sonny is going to go off. Son is going off. And we've given Odeberg 4 minutes. 4 minutes he's given Odeberg. I'm not going to clap. I wouldn't clap him off. I think he's been dreadful again. we've got to pray here today. We've got to pray today that Man U have not got shooting boots on. God, this has been tough. Just get the win and get out of there. And let people like Matt celebrate being 12th in the league. So Sonny off, Wilson Odobert on. Alex, not off. Not off. And not off again. Can't believe it. It's now 86 minutes and 40 seconds. Now Odebert's on. Oh, okay, so can Spurs hold out for the last 3 minutes plus stoppage time? Here's Casemiro, plays it back into Mazraoui, to Bruno. Bruno's fouled, but the ref plays on. And then Xerxes holds the ball up. And now Jed Spence has got past his man. Can he lay him in? And Harry Maguire, I think, has had a very good game at the back, has done very well. I think Harry Maguire's done very well. DMB forever, thank you very much. Always appreciate these super stickers. Thank you very much, my man. Thank you. And thank you to everybody who has subscribed and liked in the show. Tottenham have got 2.5 minutes to hang on, plus injury time. Thank God Man United can't finish. That's all I can say about this game. It's been horrible. There's Bruno Fernandes, plays a long ball. Spurs managed to mess that up, clearing it. And here's Højlund. Højlund goes to Dalot. Surely we're not going to be Spursy, are we? There's the ball gone down the line to Højlund. He's kept it in. And then Sarr puts it out for a corner. Surely we're not going to be... Surely we're not going to go Spursy, are we? I just find us so hard to watch. I genuinely do. It's some of the worst football I think I've ever seen. It's so bad. Corner kick to Man United. Renegade Sounds, you've put the same thing in about 19 times. Please stop or I will block you. Please, you've said it. The corner kick came to nothing. The ball came in and Casemiro got the header on it. And it was straight down the throat of Vicario. Here's Sarr. He's bamboozled his man, actually. And now he's driving forward. Sarr, looking like what the wingers were. Played it into Tell. Tell's shot blocked easily by De Ligt. And then De Ligt can clear it. I've said, since Maddison came off, I think we've looked so much worse. No, I'm not going to... Hang on, he's Tell. He's managed to find a way in. And I'm not going to block you for being right. You've said the same thing about 20 times. You just don't need to. It's a free kick to Spurs for the foul by Dorgu. It looks like we're going to hang on for what's been a very underwhelming victory, but a victory. It's really tough to watch Tottenham Hotspur. And there's a reason why we are in the bottom half. And we've had some very good players out on that pitch today. Dorgu with just left the dangling leg. He left a dangling leg. He got Porro. Tell, for me, just looks very weak. He looks weak. I don't know if that's fair. Here's Casemiro coming off with 3 minutes to go. Thank God there's only 3 minutes. And Man United are bringing on Chido Obi for 3 minutes. Poor lads. I don't know what he's meant to do in 3 minutes. As I've said before, Maddison's the one. He makes things happen. He controls the game. The rest, for me, not good enough on the ball. Here's Porro. We've got 2.5 minutes. Here's Kulu. Plays the ball into Porro. Can we finish this? It's gone all the way over. It's cleared by Man United. And Bruno. No, it's gone. Yes, Porro. Can we get a shot away? Davis shoots. And it's deflected wide for a corner kick. Oh. I think it's worse, yes. I think we're terrible to watch. It is so bloody slow when we build up. It's so slow. But we are going to win this game. We are going to win this game. Tottenham with 2 minutes to go. Looks like we're going to play for time. Kulu tries to hold it off and loses the ball. Bruno Fernandes takes the throw quickly, gives it away. And now the ball is gone into Tell, who he's not strong enough. And Xerxes can come away with the ball. He loses the ball. He wins it back. We are so bad on the ball. Here is a crossfield pass given away by Man United. But then Spurs win it back. Man U win it back. Xerxes with the ball. Xerxes now plays the ball over the top. That's a poor ball. And Spurs now have 1 minute. Spurs have 1 minute to see this out. This has been a massive display of two very poor football teams. Two very, very poor football teams on show here today. We've got 1 minute, though. I agree. Everyone said, oh, but we hated it under Conte Mourinho. I don't think this is better. I genuinely don't. I think it's so boring to watch us play. There's a long ball forward. Spurs win the header. It's gone back into the path of Tell. And Tell, not good enough. Not good enough there. Not good enough. And now the long ball over the top. Come on, Spurs. Nothing silly for 30 seconds. Nothing silly for 30 seconds. Porro, get rid of it. Just get rid of it. It's a throw into Spurs. We're going to win this. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's been tough. Jed Spence has been man of the match, and rightly so. He's won the most duels, final third entries, sprints, dribbles. He's top of all of them. So Spurs now got a few seconds to see this out. The throw-in goes down the line. Bruno Fernandes wins it. Surely the referee's going to blow the whistle soon. He's blowing the whistle. Tottenham have won 1-0 in what was a horrible game of football, but we've got 3 points, and that was tough, guys and girls. Look, all I can take from that is 3 hard-earned points against a very bad Manchester United team. Let's see. There's talks of protests, sit-in protests. Let's see what happens. There is a Spurs player down on the ground. He's getting up now, though. It is Tell. Yeah, Garnaccio's got his head in his hands. He knows he should have done better. But listen, all I will say is we got the 3 points. I mean, that's all I can say. Clean sheet, got the 3 points. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't pay to go and watch this Tottenham. This is one of the worst Tottenham teams I've seen in terms of the way we're set up. But we got the win. We got to win. Thank God. We're going to go for another 10, 15 minutes. I do want to eat, though, because we've got the Spurs review at 8 p.m. But big up Elijah. Said if Tell was such a talent, surely he'd pay for more for buying. At the moment, I can see why he hasn't. For me, really underwhelmed at everything he does. But he's young, and this is what happens when you buy young players. Vicario, man of the match, but it's my faces. And for me, I think Vicario had a good game back. But I can judge what he does on the ball. That's not the manager. His lackluster finishing, his lack of control, I can judge that. I hope he does improve because he's looked very lackluster for me in the 3 games I've seen him so far. Let's see. Huge Rock and Matt cracks me up. I mean, you could back this manager all you want. I ain't backing this manager. We're celebrating on the pitch like we've won a league or something. Like, we've just had a really, really turgid performance, scraped to win. James Maddison, I think I'm going to say it, said it all along. This boy has got to play as many minutes as possible. When James Maddison went off the pitch, I thought we lost all composure, all shape, all passing. Positives, Brennan Johnson's come back from injury. Odegaard's come back. Vicario's come back. So we've got some players back today, but the performance just wasn't quite there. How bitter can someone be? My God, who? Bitter about what? Sorry. Who's bitter? Who's bitter? I don't know who's bitter. I haven't seen anyone be bitter in the chat. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Jason. Very important because 15th in the league is not a good look. The Immaculate Dia said lower table League Cup was just that lower. Listen, I think if we're going to remove our Spurs hats, we can look at both of those teams and say, I understand why we're both in the bottom half of the table. If we're going to be brutally honest, both teams love to give the ball away. Both teams really open, really wide, and the difference today, we managed to capitalise. They didn't. I wouldn't say he's awful. I think we need to see a lot more of him. I wouldn't say he's awful, but as I said, so far, the problem is when you sign young players, you're not signing the finished article, so they need time. And this is the problem. When everyone's going, oh, he's amazing, he's brilliant, he's this, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure, but we'll see. Big up to you. First home win in 15 weeks. Absolutely. It was so needed. Weight off the shoulders more than anything, Sanctuary 7. Thank you so much. It was tough. It was tough. We had some chances. They had some chances. I can't imagine I'll watch the replay on Match of the Day tonight at all. Dennis has said a different manager gets so much better tune out these players. I completely agree. You know my fault. You know my fault. Look, I'm not going to say Ange out, but we got a win. We got the 3 points. And look, we've moved into, let's have a look. Let's bring the table up, shall we? Let's remove that. Big up to my man, Nick. Hey, yeah, listen, I agree with you. Rough watch, but a big win. Tottenham, we move up to 12th in the table. So again, I'm not going to celebrate that being 12th in the table, but it was a much needed win. Let me see if I can bring up the, why is that not working? Why is that not working? Present, share screen. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't working. There we go. Let me. Oh no, that's the wrong one. There we go. There we go. So hang on. Let me just quickly change that. There we go. So as we can see there, what that win has done, it has allowed Tottenham Hotspur to move above Man U, Everton, and Palace into 12. So we're now level on points with Everton, level on points with Palace, a superior goal difference, and 4 points off Brentford. And we've cut the gap to the top half of the table to 7. I kid you not, we've cut the gap to 7th. Man United in 15th, but we've cut the gap to 7 to the top half of the table. And yeah, 2 wins at a go. It feels like ages ago, that Brentford game, doesn't it? Feels like a very long time ago. Look, we needed this win. Kiri, I completely agree with you. We, more than anything, we needed that win. More than anything at all, we needed that win. Guys, we're going to talk about this loads tonight on the Spurs review. Thank you again for this, Sanctuary 7. But I do want to go and spend a little bit of time. I don't think he disappeared out of the game fast at all. I thought that Maddison was starting, the only one in the second half getting on the ball. Mate, this again, this is weird. This is a weird comment. I think Spurs were awful when James Maddison went off. It's a very strange. Sorry, guys, am I the only one who thinks this? Am I the only one who thinks this? I thought Maddison was good. I don't know what the problem is. Lynn Simpson said Savva was a struggle, and I can understand why Bayern Munich let Tell move on. I know he's young, but he's been surrounded by good players at Bayern Munich, so I thought he would have been better. Look, he's young, early days. We'll see what he's about. And again, as we said, when you sign young players to help you out, you've got to remember they're still developing. They're still developing. Completely agree, Kiri. Completely agree. This guy is, again, as I said, this guy's just turning into a massive troll lately. Maddison was the one controlling the tempo. Agreed, Maddison. Yeah, absolutely. Materia, I'm afraid, lots of people. What do you mean, why can't we take the win and move on? We have taken the win and moved on. What do you mean? What is it you want to be said, Matt? We take the win, we move on. Wasn't good, wasn't pretty, but it was bloody important. Tony has said, I'm not sure if the players tax or both against the top 10 team. We certainly do. Yeah, it was against better teams. Yes, well, that's why we're in the bottom half of the table. But we move on. We've got Ipswich next week and then Man City. So we've got 2 big games coming up. Let's see what we're all about. We've got Ipswich and Man City in the next 2 games, one away, One at home. Can we carry it on? I agree. He is the only creative spark. I agree. Maddison, our best player. I agree. Bro, bro isn't complaining today. I'm sorry. I don't understand idiots like that. I've no idea. I don't know what people want me to say. Yeah, good win, but I don't know what people like. I don't know if you want me to be falling off my chair or I don't know what you want. It was a very yucky win that was needed. We'll see. I mean, if we play like that against City, then no, we'll have to play very differently against Man City because they will not miss that many chances that Man United did today. Toby Monk's done. We know you hate the players. Not true. Manager, don't rate him at all. Stadium, why would I hate a stadium? Oh, everybody, Toby Mark's done just isn't very clever, is he? He thinks I hate infrastructure. Why would I hate a building? What a weird. We've got some weirdos in this Spurs community, haven't we? It's so weird. Spence was excellent. Ellie Spence was excellent. Definitely from a going forward point of view, he was very, very good. And again, for me, he shouldn't. For me, he shouldn't be left out. I don't want to see him left out. When Udogi's fully fit, I don't want to see him left out. If he does that, then that shows you everything you need to know. Yeah, absolutely, Matthew. He was. I thought he was very good going forward today. He was the real bright spot. And I agree with that as well, Phil. For me, Maddison and Spence were the bright sparks going forward. I thought Bergvall had a decent first half. I thought he really faded second half. Bentancur for me just doesn't do enough. Just doesn't do enough for me. So you just have the stadium. I know it's mad, isn't it? Whenever we win games, I do get 2 or 3 idiots that come in. I don't ever see when we lose games. It's just mad. Right, guys, I am going to leave it there because I want to go and spend a little bit of time with Frank. And we are back at 8 p.m. for the Spurs review. And proving me wrong. Yes, as we sit 12th and out of the cups. He's proved me very wrong. And proved me wrong again. The worrying thing is that people like David breathe the same air as us. Yeah? They breathe the same air as us. It's baffling how these people survive. You could say that about Man United, right? More composure in the final third. Man United should have scored a hatful. Listen, I'll leave it there. Yeah, he's got your name, David. He's got your name. He's doing you. Leave your Angel Stadium out. Get the stadium out. Oh God! All right, take care, everyone. I'll see you later. Let me check. I haven't. Yes, 7. I agree with you. I agree. We were lucky that Ahmad was injured, but listen, I don't make excuses either way for injuries. This is what happens. Clubs have squads. You have to deal with it. But I really do appreciate that. We're going to be back live tonight at 8 p.m. for the Spurs review. I've got 4 or 5 guests coming on tonight. So join me then. We'll talk about it then. Matt, stop. Matt, stop. Go away. Stop with these silly nonsense comments. Take care, everyone. And as always, come on, you Spurs.